Hello and welcome everyone to another fantastic Sunday here on the Exploding Dice channel. My name is Astrin and I am your host, but I am not your dungeon master. And also my camera is in the wrong place because it says that I am simply JXN, but that is not usually true. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. And while I do, I am going to pass the, I'm going to tell you guys that we are here for our first ever, our inaugural episode of Four's awesome Mouse Guard campaign called The Dark Spring. We are going to have a good time, and I'm going to pass it over to Four to tell us just what kind of a good time we're about to have as I switch these cameras around.
A role-playing game based on the comics by David Peterson of the same name. And in these comics and in this game, our characters will not be playing dashing heroes. They will instead be playing very dashing and adorable mice. And there's only one problem. They're literally mice. They're this big, and everything else is literally out to ruin their day. Not even just the predators, even the changing of the seasons can devastate a whole community. Because if you think it's bad, you know, getting snowfall and you have to go to work that day, imagine trying to do it when you're this big. Oh no. But I don't know, Askren, do you have anything else that you'd like to cover prior to just jumping in here and let's?
Yeah, well, before we jump right into the game proper, obviously we want to take some time to say hello to our wonderful cast and introduce them all, and then we have just one or two announcements we're gonna go over. But first, let's say hello to our cast. How are you guys doing? You guys ready to get your mouse on?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm just a little confused because I thought this was a tale of mice in high school, and it says the Dark Spring, and I thought this was like a happy, like
no,
you know.
no. We were the emo mice in high school.
No.
Oh!
Yeah,
Wait, we skipped.
It's not just a phase.
We skipped the prom.
What?
Who goes to prom?
Oh my god.
That's the kind of mice we are.
Yeah. Here we go.
Now I'm not as afraid of the name.
So where is it? By the way, thank you so much to Fallen One, who is starting the stream off with a $16 donation. He says, you know what this calls for? A nat 20 for all players. I believe that translates in Mouse Guard terms. I was actually going to explain this. We have a special setup for donations here. I'm going to type it into chat. Exclamation point donate. And Mouse Guard has special rules, which means special things. So I think that means everyone is going to get a free +1 D6 that you guys can add to any group roll you like. And that is courtesy of Mr. Fallen One to start out our stream. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you. That's
Starting strong.
We're gonna need
Yes.
it. We're gonna need it a lot.
I'm still gonna roll a 1.
Oh yeah, no. The last time we played, our rolls were not heroic at all.
So bad.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. All I do is win. Yeah.
Look, that turtle was tough.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Great fixes
he
all
was
the
a killer.
time.
We buttered that turtle. What good?
We buttered the turtle.
So why don't we go around and just real quick say hello to our cast. Have you guys tell everyone a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you come from, and why you are the most awesome person here. And I will start with this guy right here. The guy in the DM's chair right next to me.
No, but me. Oh gosh, I'm 4. I have beautiful fluffy hair, and I also have.
It's exceptionally fluffy.
It's true.
It
Yeah.
is. No, he's
Own it.
not lying.
Work it.
You're not wrong about that. Yeah.
So funny.
Anyways, I literally have not played D&D until I think about 3 years ago. It was my first time. 5th edition is my first D&D edition. Before that, before I had ever picked up a 20-sided dice, I was rolling mouse guard up and down. It was it's kind of like the revolution of my creative like brain matter. I was just so blown away with the things that this game did, and it just bled into everything that I do over on my channel. Just how it really encapsulates and drives its players and its game master to make these really wonderful stories happen organically, and also keep the dice rolling really. You'll see what I mean. But yes, it's me. I'm gonna be all the other mice in this game.
And also the other animals too.
That's true.
And
I am also the seasons.
Fantastic. Next, why don't we go in a counterclockwise motion? I will, and put the spotlight on her while she has food in her mouth. It's that bronze girl.
I feel like you chose me on
Surprise!
purpose.
No, I was already gonna go counterclockwise, and then I looked down at this and I'm like, oh, no, it's perfect. It worked out.
Hello. Wait, do I talk about my character? Or are we saving that?
Who are you and what
Actually-
makes you awesome?
We're going to do characters as the session begins. Go ahead and just
Excuse me.
tell
All
us
right, I
all about
wasn't
you.
sure. I wasn't sure. Hello, I'm that bronze girl. I am a overall toxic individual, and thank you. And I am a kazoo enthusiast, and
A kazooziest.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Get it? It's about the language, using the right language. Could you please just keep up with that, bronze? I would love you.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, keep going. I mean, interesting.
Do you know what this means?
I love
in
how
your
he's
language?
he's competing with you for most toxic and the best kazoo player like this whole time.
I know.
Yeah.
We have a
Toxic
rivalry.
kazoo player.
It's very,
We all
very,
know-
very, it's very real.
We all know Drunkly just aspires to be me.
Very, very true.
He literally wrote in his yearbook, "I want to be bronze when I grow up," and he's
That was his quote.
I
Also.
did. Yeah, that was actually an actual quote that I did. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm a late night variety caster and a full-time partner Twitch streamer, and I do a lot of RPG stuff in my spare time.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh yeah. And continuing in our counterclockwise motion, we will go with the other toxic kazooist we have here.
That was that's all I want to say. I'm done. Bye.
All right. No, he nailed it.
Keep it short but sweet. Hey, my name is Drunkly Romantic on the internet and not in real life, though some people just refer to me as that in real life, even though I've been friends with them for about a year now. So thank you for that. I do a stream every Monday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's a talk stream. Sometimes we play video games. Sometimes I just yell about how much I fucking hate that scene in Attack of the Clones where Padme and Anakin are like making out with each other around these gigantic like farting blobs of just tick monsters. Fucking garbage. Like testicle beasts. What the fuck is it?
It's so
Sorry.
dense every frame.
Yeah, it's pervasive. It is that's usually what I talk about. And also, I don't know, maybe I'll play some kazoo songs if you want to. Check it out if you want. If not, Drunkly Romantic on Twitch and Twitter. Mwah. Carry on.
Amazing. And last, well, not last, but I mean, you don't need to know about me. So then, last in our new faces to the channel is, of course, the wonderful Simply JXN. What's going on?
Hi, I'm Simply JXN or Jackson. You can call me Simply or Leslie. I don't care. It's fine. I am a variety broadcaster. I'm not used to saying that. I used to be a creative only, but now I do a talk show called Ladies Night In on Saturdays. I stream games a little bit. I stream art a little bit, but it's not a full-time gig. I'm a graphic designer by day, a streamer by night. So that's me. I'm excited. This is my first mouse guard campaign and one of my first actual role-playing campaigns. So I'm gonna be the newbie asking all the questions.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yay.
And you guys already know.
I won't be alone. I'm very happy about that.
No, we're gonna be asking for a lot of questions. A lot of
I have
questions.
answers.
You guys already know me. My name's Askren. This is my channel. That's it. So we're gonna pass, I guess, the floor over to Four once again. Oh, I do have real quick announcements regarding the channel stuff. Monday, I'm actually going to be doing more Mouse Guard. I'm going to be hanging out over on my good friend Bubbernaut's channel. He is starting a Mouse Guard campaign, so it's going to be DM'd by Eric Vulgaris. And then we have some other cool people from the internet world that are joining us, who I'm meeting for the first time. I've never actually played with them. So... but it's going to be a grand old time. Tuesday, of course, is Fuzzy Dice, where I'm going to be hanging out with the cast of the Girls Guts Glory show. If you know it, they're a really cool D&D show that does things on the Wizards channel. And then Wednesday, Iron Gods is coming back for Season 2. That's 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. And that's all our announcements for now. So back to you, Mr. Four.
All right. Well, before we dive into the present, we are going to give not only the audience, but also the players a little idea on what sort of world you're walking into. Let's see. The Mouse Territories was not always known as the Mouse Territories. About 1,000 years ago, give or take, maybe a little more.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I was preparing the cat.
A cat.
Yeah, we're mice. I'm already in character. I'm already doing great. That was, see there.
Sorry.
Mice
Sorry, carry on.
lived terribly short lives. It wasn't only because of the harsh nature of the wild, but also just the pervasive presence of predators, of the lack of shelter, of the inability to survive, to really build up from a place that they could start to live and be happy. And at some point, a group of mice decided they would use their wits and they would gather all of their cleverness and work against that mouse nature that told them to hide, that told them that they had to forage, that told them there was only escape in this life for them. And instead, these mice built what is known as Lockhaven. And this citadel grew and grew until eventually the mice of Lockhaven wondered, what do we do with the other mice out there? We're safe, but how do we share this knowledge? Do we force them out of their homes and bring them into Lockhaven? Instead of reaching out in hope of dominating the mice for their own good, they instead sought to carve out the territories, drive off the predators that were most heinous, and simply make the world safe for the mice. All mice must prosper. And they were known as the Mouse Guard over time. And this is what the Mouse Territories is now. The year is 1153. And the Mouse Guard has survived much. 4 years ago, a terrible winter war, a onslaught of violent, vile weasels were led by a tunnel lord known as Rampal. And Rampal was a very ambitious weasel. He sought to claim the territories as his own and breed and farm mice for their meat as an endless supply. Luckily, the Mouse Guard were able to unite the territories and drive him off. 4 years past that, we are still recovering from that tragic war. But it is spring. The winter of 1152 is past, and the Mouse Guard is hopeful about what lies in store, including 4 mice who ironically all come from the town of Spruce Tuck. Spruce Tuck being a very progressive, science-based town where experiments are done, and most importantly, the scent border chemical mixture is made. If you don't know, the Mouse Guard has made borders of a concoction that drives away and makes it unbearable for certain predators to come in. That's why we're not dealing with black bears, wolves, and all sorts of other crazy monstrosities that stop around the territories. That's awful. But these mice have joined the Mouse Guard for that cause. And now we're going to tell you what that cause is. I would like each of my players, before we begin, to take the guard's oath.
Yes, we will.
Repeat
I've
after.
memorized it just for this moment.
Oh, lovely. That's
I
perfect.
haven't actually.
So here's how you join the Mouse Guard. A mouse comes to Lockhaven, or is chosen, and they join the Mouse Guard as a tender paw first, or as like sort of like just a book boy, just like a little runner to do errands for the guard. And when they finally have proven themselves worthy, they take the guard's oath during winter, and they achieve that rank of tender paw and further onwards. So all of you at one point took this oath, and it will stay with you until you die,
Yes.
or until you just say, "I'm gonna retire."
Oh, that's a lot less like scary and dramatic than I thought of it. Until you die, or you can stop at any time. Really, it's like working at McDonald's. It's like you can do whatever you want.
Oh boy.
They do the same thing at all Chipotle, I believe. Yeah.
Well,
Not Wendy's. You're there. Once you're in. You're.
Oh yeah, no. It's like you get initiated once you get into Wendy's. You get like just hit with that Applewood smoked bacon real hard.
We're not even gonna talk about Chick-fil-A.
I did not expect a brand war to happen tonight.
That's how we get sponsorship. We got to get the sponsorship.
Yeah.
We got to pit them against
There you
each
go.
other.
So we as Wendy's employees offer all. We as guard offer all.
We as guard. Are we supposed to
We
repeat?
as guard offer all.
We are as guard all for one and one for all.
That we are to protect the sanctity of our species,
That we are to protect
the sanctity of our species.
the freedom of our kin,
The
The
freedom
freedom of our kin.
and the honor of our ancestors.
and
And
the
the honor of
our ancestors.
With knowledge, sword, and shield.
With
Knowledge, sword, and shield.
We do these deeds.
We
We
do
do
these
these
We do these things.
Never,
I said things.
never.
Never.
You're ruining it. Leslie. You're ruining
Never.
the oath.
guys, this is serious. Come on.
We
Never putting a lone mouse above the needs of all.
Never putting a
Never
Putting a
lone
lone
mouse
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 above the needs
above the
of
needs
all.
Above the
all.
needs of all.
Or the desire of self above another.
or
the
Or
desire
of self
above
above
another.
another.
It is very hard to say this at the same time as you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when
Just
the
take your
jammer
headphones
thing.
off.
Message-
Maybe.
Yeah, well then we wouldn't
My
be able to
brain
hear
is like
you.
misfiring.
Oh no!
You're like, yes, I want to be the best mouse that there ever was.
I
We
want to be
strive-
the very best.
We strive no less
We strive
We
no
strive
less
no less.
than to.
than to.
than-
Hold
than
on,
to-
I forgot
hold
the
on.
guard's oath.
Still going?
Oh god.
God.
It's bronze. It's
Then
a
to
very
serve
important
the greatest
oath.
good.
It's very important. You can't. You're over here. You're over here on the screen, right? So it's very important, bronze. No, keep it up. I'm looking at you.
This is why if and when I ever get married, my vow is gonna be like, yeah, cool, bye. Like,
I've seen
Yeah,
it
yeah,
happen.
cool. Bye.
I've seen it
I like
happen.
that. Actually, that's really good. That's really good. I'm on board.
So, let's go ahead and just jump in it. So Lockhaven is this. Gosh, oh man, Lockhaven is this wonderful citadel that is the home of the Mouse Guard, and it does have mice there who are not official members, but they still serve as like craftsmen, some millers and whatnot. And at some point, all of you receive a missive, a memo from a little tenderpaw, probably running around doing the matriarch's duties. By the way, the Mouse Guard is always led by a matriarch, and the current one is named Gwendolyn. She was also the matriarch during the Winter War of 1149.
Ooh, that was a big one.
Oh yeah. So, all of you receive her summons, and there is a waiting room outside of her office. It's sort of at the top of this large fortress built into this cluster of a large boulder carved out and hidden by ivy. You arrive, we'll stagger your entrances. Askren, let's have you be the first. Tell us who your mouse is, what they look like, and tell us their belief as well.
Okay. Let me just open this right here. My mouse is named Tynan Trail Chaser. He is a patrol guard from Spruce Tuck. He is colored gray, and he has a very particular trait to him, and that is his his slightly longer snout and keen senses, often called a wolf's nose, which has earned him the nickname Pup, for he is an archivist who has been trained in the ways of finding and hunting and tracking in the wild, specifically with a fascination towards wolves. And his cloak is green, and his belief is, with knowledge comes responsibility. If I do not act, then I am to blame.
Impressive. You take a seat on the many benches that sort of like fill this entryway. And we'll go ahead and have the Tenderpaw show up next. Go ahead and do the same. Maybe, like, are they in a hurry? Are you late? Do you know if you're late?
I always expect to be late, so I kind of scurry in. Like, oh, am I late? I don't know, baby. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I am Juniper Oliveseed, Junie for short. I am a very young Tenderpaw at the age of 16. Blonde hair, very skinny, pretty large eyes, because I'm very spoken with them. I tend to overtalk a lot, nervous ramble. I love people. I'm very charismatic and compassionate with them. However, I was always picked on for being very skinny and the daughter of a very poor set of brewers in Spruce Tuck. Ones who also told me that because of my small size and frame, I shouldn't leave Spruce Tuck. But of course, I dream of big adventures. So now I am out trying to seek them. And my belief is that there's a greater world outside of Spruce Tuck with mice that need help, and I will happily oblige.
Wonderful. You take a seat. Do you sit next to or across from this other mouse? Clearly, he's an official mouse guard. Your cloak, by the way, as a Tenderpaw, has not been dyed. When you receive a mentor and they believe you are ready to be graduated to a guard's mouse, then you'll get your cloak dyed. But for now, it's just a simple gray.
It's just basic gray, girl gray. I think I'm gonna scuffle over and sit next to him and ask him, "Are we late? Are we late? I'm really bad about time. I just want to make sure."
No, not. We're still waiting on others.
Okay.
Speaking of others, I believe one of the guards mice comes in. Which one of you two would like to come next?
I think you're next.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes. Let's save the best for last.
Okay, that sounds fair. Can we also save the second best for second last? Because that would feel good.
But you are second.
Who's second? Who's second? I'm second best. And is it me? I don't know. I really don't. Is it? I'm gonna.
You fumble in, still confused by this discussion you had at the tavern.
I imagine that I kind of bump into some things and knock them over on the way into the room.
Yes, there's an umbrella stand.
Yeah, there's an a stand of umbrellas, and I'm like fidgeting with them, but it's kind of like in Spider-Man 2 when he comes in through the little cabinet, he's with the brooms, but it's like that with that. So I'm kind of fumbling with that a little bit. My name is Quinn Hack. I am from the town of Spruce Tuck. My mentor was a survivalist, but I always wanted to be a scientist trying to look at different ways to solve problems. So currently the problem that I'm kind of solving is I'm using my tail to hold up the umbrella thing and putting my umbrellas all in there at the moment. And then I guess if I were to say anything about my cloak, it is I'm blonde, by the way. My cloak is whitish grayish, but very dirty, just various stains on them. I don't know why. I just don't really clean it. And if I had to say there was a belief, there's always more than one way to solve a problem. And so I'm using my tail to currently solve my problem, but then the whole thing tips over and I just walk and sit down.
Well done.
I'm gonna go over and pick up the stuff and pick up the umbrellas and put them back.
Well done.
Just
Like he goes to put them back and they fall over anyway?
Yeah.
And just as, by the way, Askren, your mouse would be able to hear that there's another meeting currently going on in Gwendolyn's office. And it suddenly comes to an abrupt end as the door opens and another patrol steps out. They all sort of just regard you with some hesitation. before heading towards the exit. But before they can, there is someone standing in the doorway, ready to enter the threshold. Looming, if that's the word, is your mouse, dear Bounce Girl.
You hear a huffing and a wheezing, and you see a large rotund silhouette in the door. And then in waddling, you see a mouse with a little double chin and gray fur. Which takes a moment. Oh.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. I ran here as fast as I could. She is Brienne Thimblebucket. Notorious drinking champion of the local pub. She has crumbs on her face and oh wow.
What? I'm sorry. What?
So many stairs coming up here. Like, who's gonna?
There's 5 stairs.
Can
Five
That's a lot. Oh, and she shoves over, almost half sitting on poor Junie, and plops down on the bench.
Wait, why are you so spiky? What is poking me?
Those are my quills. And you notice that she's wearing a brown cloak covered in brambles and thorns that she's sewn onto it. She sits down, putting her knees, her legs up onto the umbrella stand.
Further squishing me.
One onto the umbrella stand that falls over again. And she pats her big belly and says, "Wake me up when it's time for our meeting," and sinks back in and sort of falls asleep, leaning against poor Judy.
Oh my gosh.
You hear from inside the office, Tynan!
By the way, did I recognize the mice who walked out of the office?
I think they are mostly made up of newly graduated tender paws. The patrol leader, however, wears this long purple cloak that comes up right up to his neck, and it appears that you think he was stationed somewhere else in the territories, I believe. But Miss Brienne Thimble Bucket.
I know all these kids. They're not. Get moving, you old so-and-so slackers.
This guy tried to outdrink you one night in when he came back.
He
On
didn't.
the tail end, but he didn't though, and he's held it against you that entire time.
So as Gwen calls Tynan, he will kind of push himself up. You hear kind of a crook in his, like a creaking in his leg. He's not that old. He just has a leg that's not great. And he will make his way into the office. And as he does, by the way, I want to point out that Grinny Weasley donated $8 and says we all have a fate point reroll. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Grinny.
Bring you all good luck. You. And thank you, Skaggith, for the bits. Cheers, guys. Cheers in chat. Cheers equals beers. Okay, so on his way into Gwen's office.
I don't know if you're on that nickname basis, but sure.
Guinevere, Gwendolyn, I don't remember.
Gwendolyn. There
Guinevere
you go.
is a character in another game, and I get them confused. So.
You see Gwendolyn's office is spacious, but only for the first 6 feet or so. The rest of it is a mass of just activity. There are several mice behind her, sort of sifting through the bookshelves that lie behind her, as well as one tending to a small pot that is currently warming a pot of tea, a huge dandelion stuffed inside it. And you see that there's also the matriarch herself leaning over this long oak table, and spread across it is a map of the territories.
Ma'am, you requested my presence. We have some younger people sitting outside too.
She looks up and says, yes, that's the rest of your patrol. Lead them in, please.
He'll kind of like peek his head out the door and say, come on in.
Brianna's gonna reach out to Quinn and be like, hey, give me a hand here. Sometimes when I get down, it's hard for me to get going again.
Come on,
get both hands.
Why do you smell like that?
Please help her. Please help her. She's killing me.
I reach out, and I try to pull her up.
All right.
As much as I can.
You know what? I feel like we should use this moment to teach our good mouse here, Pulling, how to roll dice. So here's what's gonna happen. You need to roll me your health. Okay. Your health is your overall strength and physical virility. Go ahead and roll it. And I need... Do you think Thimblebucket is an obstacle 3 or an obstacle 2?
I mean, just off the top of my head, I would say 3. I'm not trying to set myself up for failure here, but
you know what? Let's set yourself up for failure. Let's go 3.
Okay. So now just to explain to all the other people in the room who might not know what they're doing, what should I roll? How many dice should I roll, and what button should I press, and tell me all the answers.
That's a curious thing. Now in Mouse Guard, we do not roll d20s or any other of those polyhedral goo hickeys.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
We use 6-sided dice.
Ooh.
And 1, 2, and 3, those are failures. You don't want those.
No.
4, 5, and 6, those are lovely. You want those by the dozen. So, how we roll is you look at the number beside your skill or your ability, and you roll however many dice that number is. So what is your health, Mr. Quinn?
It is 5.
5. You'll be rolling 5 dice. Now, because you are mice, and mice excel when they work as a team, does anybody want to help our good Quinn Hat in getting his...
Heck yeah, I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, you're the one who kind of needs.
I know, right?
So I'm gonna say, how do you help? Go ahead and describe how you are aiding him.
So I have a history of being a laborer with helping my parents in the kitchen and such. So I want to use my laborer skills to be able to push him off of me.
Now you
push
see
her off of me.
what she did there. She first identified what skill would probably come in handy here, and then she said, I do this. My character reacts in this manner. This is how we describe and how we build the scene of the culmination to the final roll. You're going to roll 6 dice. So go ahead and do a slash roll, space 6d6.
Okay, 6d6.
Can you just do /R space 6d6?
You could, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I pressed the button.
Oh my, you only got 1 success.
Oh my gosh, what is it like every other game I've ever played? Wow. It's like real life. I like in real life and in fake life, I'm still a failure.
So here's
pray for Junie.
I'm going to be kind because this is a tutorial. But because
you haven't even gotten out of the first room.
You don't even have
haven't even gotten to the meeting yet.
You pull Brienne, and just when you think she's gonna come up, you realize your legs are kind of numb after those stairs, and they give out, and you feel yourself just start to sink back. And it's a slow press. Have you ever gotten acupuncture before, Leslie? Because Juniper is getting that right now.
Abilities? Where's your tail abilities now?
There with the umbrella still.
Well, clearly you all are useless. I'll have to use my physical prowess to get out of.
You could have done it the whole time. You didn't need our help. Okay, that's no.
What? Well,
He's not even the one who got pricked.
I'm sorry, Brienne. I couldn't hear you over your ale breath.
That's a smell.
That's what the smell was. That makes sense. I've never had alcohol myself.
Listen here. One day, when you're not a little tender pot and you're a real lady, you're gonna appreciate the taste of a good brew. They're gonna learn to like that smell. Smells like juniper berry. Get off of me! You can't do anything because you're small and I'm bigger than you.
Oh, no, what is this happening to me?
And with that, she rolls her legs up, and momentum rolls forward off the bench with a thundering sound onto her feet, kind of shakes off her rotund booty, and
To which the tender paw is attached.
and walks.
Can I come in like
Oh,
pull
no.
her off like?
You take some a bramble shoot with you as well. It's just sort of like stuck against your collar.
Maybe I should have stayed at home.
I
As a,
adjust my cloak and I walk my thick booty over to Gwendolyn's office like I own the place.
There are seats. There are seats available for you.
As he leaves, Tynan's gonna like put Juniper like down, back on, on her feet, kind of dust her off a little bit, say, "Stay in front of her from now on."
I think though, as I like am dusted off from the situation though, I start to smell that chamomile tea, and because of my brewing background, I start getting really excited about potentially what this could be. So I kind of scuffle
You do
in. I'm
notice
like,
that Gwendolyn does have a set of herbs set off to the side, and she has one tall cup that seems to always refill itself after every sip that she takes, and she is thirsty.
I need it.
I start mumbling myself what the herbs are. Is that
She glances over all of you and begins picking up a little mouse token and starts moving it. You see there are several of these moved all across the territories. And you also notice that there is something very different from any other mission you might have received in the past. On the map, there is a circle that has been drawn, and I'll go ahead and ping it out to you. It has been drawn right up here.
Oh, wow.
Right far to the northwest, near the coast of the territories. Right next to Elmwood is this circle of charcoal in this map, this pristine, aged map. And she looks over to all of you and says, I hope you've enjoyed your winter. I'm sure all of you are eager to get back out into the wild, the territories.
Guardmouse Thimble Bucket reporting for duty.
Everything smells.
Excellent. She now everybody notices that Gwendolyn's gaze holds on Thimble Bucket, and her whiskers twitch ever so slightly as she reaches over, grabs a cup, sticks lots of herbs in it, and then waves over for
start taking note of what the herbs are.
It's like, here, drink this.
Oh, this is that hippie stuff. I'm not really into that.
Do you have any meat?
Anything that's a little bit, put the fire in you. Who do you want me to kill? I know this is it. I know that you brought me here because you're finally gonna promote me.
Okay.
Long time coming. I've been really patient. I've been working really hard. So I'm ready. I'm ready to lead this group to victory. I think I can do it. I think this is the time.
Rubs her chin.
I rubbed my double chin.
Which one? I was gonna.
The top or the bottom?
Is your cloak like actually like I'm imagining your fur just like Doritos dirt orange, like just kind of all over.
She is the diva gremlin of the group. Let's go.
So, you do that, and she turns to you, Tynan and says, seeing as you are the seniority here, I'm temporarily putting you in charge of this patrol. It's a very sensitive mission. I know you've served many. And...
Look at him, he's tiny. What is he gonna do?
well, that's what I'm putting you into this patrol for, to make sure that he... is
Everyone calls him Pup. You know what they call me? They call me the Wolf of the Wolf Head's Tavern.
No one calls you that.
Everyone
Not-
calls me that.
Well,
I think
to your
that's
face,
because-
they do say other things behind your back, though.
Like that's because that one
That
time
I
you got
shall
drunk
not
and
say.
passed out, and they drew the wolf head on your face.
Yeah, that was actually really funny. That was
was a
really
bad-
a good time.
That
Really
was a
good time.
badge of honor.
Well, you make the best of what you can get, and let's just say you did.
Gwendolyn,
I will sit on you.
she's trying to
don't-
remain
don't do it.
composed, but it's so... Oh my gosh. So she just takes a long drink and just...
Gwendolyn,
drinks it.
I feel like this is my time to shine.
As she says mid burp.
I feel it's my time to shine.
Woo! She nods.
I've been working out.
That's not true.
That is true.
That didn't feel true.
Actually, here's what I want you to do.
I am
Can we have a
cultivating.
roll for truth,
I
please?
am cultivating mass right now. In a few weeks, this is gonna be gains. How dare you?
She
How
says, at least let me give you the mission before we decide who's in charge, all right?
Mm.
So, you see up here, Elmwood? Elmwood has been a problem for us. Now, Lockhaven, I know you all are from Spruce Tuck, and Spruce Tuck is very keen, and they have a lot of knowledge there. But besides Lockhaven and Ironwood and Blackrock, Elmwood is the prime source of knowledge concerning the territories, its history, and its maps, and what lies beyond our borders. We don't have many maps detailing a lot of what happened, especially during the Winter War when, sadly, some of our settlements, Ferndale, were lost during the Winter War. So I am sending you on a special mission. I need you to go towards Elmwood, but there's something very sensitive that I need all of you to keep at least quiet about. This is very important, and this is probably one of the first times you've seen Gwendolyn like lower her voice to this degree. And she says, west of Elmwood is a settlement that only started 1 year after the war. To everyone else, it was started by a miller, a baker, and a smith. Guards mice are aware that those 3 mice are in fact old veterans of the Winter War. Their purpose in setting this settlement up was to keep an eye on the scent border. Over time, it's grown. We don't have jurisdiction there anymore, and that makes things difficult because of their proximity to Elmwood. It was useful in order to get some of the maps from there, but now Elmwood has grown hostile. But that is fine. I'm sending another patrol to take care of that. I need you 4 to go to Windshelm. You are to find my patrol guard there. His name is Bailey. You'll know him by a purple cloak and black fur. He's a well-renowned cartographer, and I stationed him there for a very specific reason. Please give this letter to him. And she passes this letter and then swerves it over to Brienne Thimblebucket.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
Oh no.
I'm
gonna
trusting
get
this with you. Do not open it. Do not let it come to harm.
I stick it in my mouse bra.
And then she turns to Trail Chaser and says, "You are to lead them there. You are to ensure that this patrol acts as a patrol. No one else is supposed to know that you are going there for this reason."
I've been to the libraries there once or twice. I know some hidden trails.
Good, because you best hope they are hidden still. It's winter. And in winter, or past winter, those trails might not exist, or something has moved in. Bailey will not be an open patrol guard. He will have his cloak hidden away in whatever home that he's staying in Windshelm. The other mice there, they're not very keen on the mouse guard having a lot of say in what they do anymore. Peace changes our relations with these towns. They don't depend on us as much as they used to. But we still have to be vigilant. The mouse guard has to serve all mice.
The archivists of the library. My mentor was among those that studied there. I might be able to sway their opinion a bit.
If you can, but this letter takes priority, all right?
Don't worry. I'll make sure the letter gets to where it needs to go. I'm really good at blending in with the locals. If people love me, I consider myself very popular.
She turns her
Yes, you do.
head to Hat.
Her? You're gonna give the letter to her?
Uh-huh.
Not the guy who actually seems like he knows what he's doing, or I mean literally.
I
anyone
know
else.
what I'm doing.
You could have given it to a. You could have given it to a rock,
have been
and it would have been better.
I have been squashing weasels and ferrets while you were still suckling at your mother's teat. Child, I will check you.
Listen, just because you're bigger and stronger doesn't mean you're smarter or any way an actual person who's capable of handling the situation.
Yeah.
I appreciate that
Remember that bigger and stronger part?
Yeah.
That's why I'm at the Vanguard. And that's why you're that's why you're a back bitch. Get in the back.
I go around to the back.
You take up your chair and sort of scoot back a bit. Gwendolyn notes this and writes it down in a little dossier.
Gwendolyn, leadership qualities. I don't tolerate any insubordination.
She nods.
You also don't tolerate feelings.
While she's talking, I slide the cup of tea she didn't drink over and start smelling it.
Oh man, this thing, like you feel if you drink, there's like garlic in this. Like, it's supposed to kill odor.
Ugh.
I don't think that's what garlic does.
I don't
reach in
think
my
so
bag.
either, but like, garlic is better than what comes out of your mouth.
Garlic is better than any of that business over there.
Listen, it's just stale cheese and beer. You guys are overreacting. God.
I think at this point that cheese would be considered yogurt.
I feel like I'm being body shamed, okay?
I didn't know that beer could
You literally
ferment more.
sat on someone. You literally sat on
You
someone.
can't
and then
just body shame me.
You did.
I'll go back to the back.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn just looks to you as she noticed you took the drink and says, "Guess you're wondering why you're here."
Very much so now.
Well, to be honest, I'm very proud of your work, as you served very dutifully this winter. I feel you deserve to go out into the field finally. Are you ready, Juniper?
I'm ready. Can you tell me what's in this, though? I'm very curious, because I want to save it for later.
I'll write down the recipe.
Thank you.
And I would like to tell all of you to please treat Juniper with care and turn her into a fine guards mice. But for administration's sake, I'm putting her in your charge, Trail Chaser. You are her mentor. All right?
Understood.
And at the
I
very
really
least,
thought she was gonna pass you the envelope again, and I was gonna say
She's so lucky. I don't take on tender paws. My talent cannot be taught. Some of us are just born with it.
because you would squish them.
well, at least they would always be on hand.
I'm still in the
Stop
back,
too
but
worse.
I'm just in my head thinking about all the things, the really awesome, funny, smart retorts I'm gonna have to this one over here. But I don't want to say it because I'm afraid of getting sat on because I am a reasonably small mouse.
Chicken check before you
Gwendolyn writes down a little note. Does hand it over to your mouse, Olive Seed, and sort of just rubs her hands together and says, "I really do appreciate this. This is very important. Do as patrol would out there, all right? Blaze trails, keep an eye out for predators, and save mice in need, okay? But mission takes priority. Make sure that letter doesn't come to harm. And I seriously doubt anybody will get it right now. It's in safe.
Secure. They'd have to
Secure.
get through this.
Mm.
Let me tell
Best
you,
of luck.
many men have tried, but she's a brick. Do-do-do.
Oh. No, we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and push you guys out.
All right.
She dismisses you and immediately goes to other stuff.
She actually like literally pushes us out of it. Like, leave now.
Yeah. We're done. Thank you.
We're very done. You were here for too long. You make me sick.
As we're leaving the office, that seems like a good time to mention, by the way, D&D Creep Lord donated $2. It says, "Does Brienne get a gold bowl? Bronze shade." So $2, I believe that is a re-roll for you.
Nice. So
And, also, I wanted to point out the amazing raid coming from the Riot Sessions over with Mr. Shadowhack. Thank you guys for joining us. If someone wants to throw a shout out their way, that'd be awesome.
But it looks like you guys need to make a long trip. But what kind of skill will you use to move across this very early spring, by the way? It is still chilly outside. There's still some patches of snow, but the majority of it is fairly traversable for mice. I need a Pathfinder check.
That's all me, man. I am the Pathfinder. If you need paths found, then I am the mouse that can do it, because that is what I can do.
All right. So, here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and get some help. All of you look at your skills and realize that this is gonna be an obstacle 5 Pathfinder check.
Well, I happen to have 4 in Pathfinder.
I have 2.
I have 3.
Now, we're also doing this one little rule. I call it too many cooks.
Oh,
Only
sorry.
one person can help with the same skill.
I have survivalist.
Survivalist would help. This will take at least 3 days.
Okay.
What do you have as survivalist?
Huh?
What do you have as survivalist?
I help us survive.
It's used to find water and build.
I'm good at
shelter.
improvisation. I'm good at finding food.
I think you meant what is your
What was
number?
the actual
Oh.
number?
Survivalist.
2.
I have 4. I have 4 in survivalist. So
Well, I already called
know.
it. So.
okay,
So,
okay. So I
So,
think I'm glad I brought this, Des. I'm glad I brought this tonight.
The one thing I will tell you, because again, this is a new system to, I think, all of you. With helping dice, it only gives +1. It doesn't matter how much you have, as long as you have a skill and you can describe how your character is helping in this check. That is all, unless you want to feel really good about yourself. So we have the Tender Paw helping with Pathfinder.
No, the chunky one.
Yes, I can do Scout.
That's the guard mouse, Brienne,
The guard
with
mouse.
survivalist, correct?
The hedgehog.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Tenderpaw is using Scout.
I can use Scout.
Can I use Cook because that's the only other talent I have?
Well, you said you have Pathfinder. I'm not using Pathfinder.
I thought you were using.
No, I'm using
Wow.
Scout, so you could use Pathfinder.
Okay. Well, yeah, my Pathfinder's 3. Then.
Oh, alrighty then. So, it looks like you're getting 3 helping dice from this. So add 3 to your Pathfinder 4. That's a total of 7.
7 dice coming up. Also, Trooper SJP has donated $4.
Yes.
Says Quinn Hat, aka Drunkly, needs a nat 20, which is actually a persona point in this, which means you have another die that you can add to any group roll that you like, because he needs it aid against the brick house.
Thank you very much. I really do. She is very intimidating and very odorous.
All
Nice.
right.
Before we do this, I just realized we need to do this. Is okay. So I did not tell you guys about this. Mouse Guard is played in 2 turns: the Game Master's turn, which is my turn, and then the player's turn, which is your turn. Currently, we are in the Game Master's turn, and this means I get to make you roll dice, and you can sort of finagle your way about which dice you're going to roll, but you generally are going to stay on top of the mission and face whatever comes of it. And then during the player's turn, each of you gets 1 check to roll whatever you want to make whatever you want happen in the story. So right now we're going to be doing just a player's GM's turn to get to where you need to go and confront anything that gets in your way. So Askren, do you want to use a trait for this as well, perhaps?
Yeah, let me check my list. I was just responding to someone in chat. Where are my traits? Where are my traits? I have Rational and I have Wolf's Snout, which is means I have extremely keen senses of smell. Keen sense of smell.
I think that's appropriate, yes. Okay, yeah, actually that's really appropriate.
Ooh.
Please continue.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, Tynan is he has been trained by his mentors and stuff specifically to watch and cut trails out in the wild. He spends a lot of time blazing new trails, keeping them safe for people to travel, and he's particularly adept at finding and clearing, or finding and using tunnels. So he's good at that. So that will probably be his smell sense helps him figure out which tunnels have been inhabited recently and which haven't. So we'll say that that's what he's doing. He's like, ducking under and weaving and leading you guys through some tricky terrain, but he is navigating a very solid path, or attempting to at least. So that is how many dice?
I think it's a total of 8.
8 D6s, and then I don't remember what the let me just check the one thing real quick. Yeah, okay, 8d6 greater than 4. That's what I'm looking for.
Lovely.
I believe in us.
There we go.
As much as I possibly can.
Ooh.
So
1,
that
2, 3,
is
4, 5.
5 successes.
Well done. So you guys just barely met that obstacle. Now, when you succeed, congrats. You get to where you need to go in the story without any complications or bad things happening.
I mean, aside from Brienne having to take a break every 2 hours. But
I would say
realistically,
every 90 minutes.
I have a great stamina.
When she gets going, she can run for a long time.
Very much like a slinky.
It's like a diesel engine, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that momentum can just...
She's not even really walking. She's more like just rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Your sweat is getting on literally everything.
It's like a slug slime trail.
Yeah.
You guys just sound like a bunch of mean girls to me.
You
Shake
sat
'em
on
off.
someone and then
Shake
made
'em
fun
off.
of me and needed to
By
go.
accident.
Never mind.
By accident.
By accident? Okay,
I didn't feel her back there. I really
you know what?
didn't feel her back there.
You didn't feel it. Well, that's because maybe there's a lot of you that has lost the feeling because
Maybe there's not enough of
you.
you. Maybe you adhere to society standards too much. I live my best life. Can you say the same?
No.
But that she strokes her devil's chins and keeps on trucking.
And I as the trail of people, I'm assuming we're in some kind of line. I just kind of go to the back again.
Oh. And it's at this
You
point
tried.
that all of you sort of, I think Brienne is the first one to really notice. You hear this weak voice calling out from somewhere, and it's just this. Help! Hello! Please!
Everyone stop. I said stop.
We've already stopped.
We have
already
not.
here.
We were taking
Just
a break
because
because
it's-
you wanted a break. We're standing here in line because you wanted a break, and you're telling us to stop. We haven't moved. Oh,
Hello!
An innocent is in need of our help. Can I hear where it's coming from?
It's coming from above you.
I look up.
It's
Can you look up?
Yeah.
She just flops on her back immediately.
I can look up.
wow.
So sorry.
I mean,
I'm
last
so
time you looked up, you fell over.
I'm only my trait is only level
Okay,
1 fat. Okay,
here.
I'm only level 1 fat.
Step your game up.
Here, you are gonna rock this. You look up and you see in this tree a mouse sort of half leaning off a branch. And he says, I can't get down, help, please.
Don't worry,
Okay.
sir. We are equipped to handle this. I want you to remain calm.
We are. No.
Please do not relinquish your grip on said wooden implement. Please maintain your
I
composure
can't let
and
go
your
of it.
calmness. Yes,
I
hold
have-
on. Be calm. We will come to your rescue. We are professionals in this manner. All right, team. Let's do this.
Do you have a plan, or are you just not going to stop talking until you think of a plan? Until one of us
Nope,
thinks of a plan.
I
really?
totally
Nope.
have a plan.
Okay, then tell us your plan right now. Please do, Brienne.
All right, here's what we're going to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
he's
I
hanging
forgot.
up there right now.
I
Yeah.
forgot to
Hanging
make
up
you
there.
guys write down goals for the session as well.
I wrote mine down.
Well,
Okay, good. I meant to say, this is my worst thing about Mouse Guard. I always forget to tell my players, oh, by the way, you got your mission. Write down a goal.
my goal is leave blank, choose each session after mission briefing, page 45. That's my goal right now at the moment.
I actually forgot to write a goal. I will get on that in just a second, and I'm actually doing something.
We should
that
have
is-
like 40.
Dope.
We should have like a donation incentive for somebody to give players a goal.
just set a
Please,
goal.
we need
I was actually
something,
considering
guys.
doing that. I was
Make you guys be so mean to each other. That's what I feel.
all right, so hold on. I gotta go back through this. So, because I'm totaling up who's got what. So we got all
Oh,
the
that's a good
rerolls
point.
there. Those were the points. Oh, and then we have the. So this is 1R, 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 and 1R. And then Bronze got a roll, and then Quinn got a die.
Yeah.
Plus 1d.
Mm.
And then Troopers SJP says Persona die for Brienne because she lives her best life.
Thank you.
That's
Well,
how it's
it's
done.
1d. And then Vulpus says some Persona points for the group. May they turn out to be the heroes we need, but not the ones we deserve. So that's another die for everyone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty much.
And all right, so do you guys have your goals? Is that all? Are you all sorted
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I possibly can be, yes, because I think my goal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters tops.
Okay, and last but not least, Fallen One with $15 says, Junie can feel that unusual tea from earlier and feels herself empowered. She will need to be at her best against Thick Mouse.
Oh yeah, gotta watch out for Thick Mouse.
So,
Thank you.
your trait, I guess, you could explain how the empowering works.
This is really awesome. So your trait has become charged for the rest of the session. I am also making it charged for the rest of next session as well, because charged traits are really valuable. So I've told you that, at least Askren,
Yes.
if you have a trait that you feel can help you in a situation, guess what? You get a single dice. And because of that, you have burned that trait. So when you burn a trait, that means you can't use it for the rest of the session to help you. However, if you charge a trait to its next level, it does grant you. Now, I think it grants you plus, or it allows you to use it endlessly for the session. I have to double check that though. So hold on, because I was not expecting somebody to charge the trait like first session. But how do you want to get up to this mouse? By the way, nature can be used for escaping, foraging, hiding, and climbing.
All
So
right.
you could roll your nature to climb up this tree. And
Nope, too smart for that. I got.
Spruce tuck mice. That's how they
Oh
do
my
it.
God.
Brienne doesn't climb. All right.
Well,
here's
not,
what
you
you're gonna
can't,
do.
doesn't and can't are two different things, Brienne. I just want to remind you of that. Well, I can. I'm gonna find
Sorry,
my way
what?
to the back. But no, it's fine. I'm gonna.
Why don't you be useful? Why don't you sit where I tell you to sit, since I'm in charge here?
You
Why
didn't
don't you
tell me
learn a
this.
thing or two?
Who-
Why
I
don't you
thought-
learn a thing or two?
I honestly,
Insubordination.
I'm pretty sure.
Insubordination.
While
Trail
you guys
Chaser's
are
in
arguing,
charge.
I'm just gonna start collecting herbs from the side of the road, just trying to figure out if there's anything here we can actually use, because this is not.
I take a length of rope from my bags. 'Cause
Nicely.
in true Samwise fashion, I have cooking pots and rope. I take the rope and I tie a rock to one end and toss it over. I'm going to attempt to toss it over the tree branch. And then once it's on the other side, I'm going to take one end in my hand, take the other end, and tie it around one of the smaller mice and try to pulley them up there. See if they can grab said mice, bring them down.
Great.
I'm going
Right.
to use my fatness to help me, because they're not good. That counterweight, I'm the best counterweight in the business.
God.
If I
What
get tied,
business?
please don't pull too hard.
Oh my God, this is brutal. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, Brienne. You're gonna roll scientist.
Scientist?
It's gonna be awesome.
Can
Okay.
I back her up with my scientist, please, just to save my honor?
She's trying to do it, but you're just like leaning over, like correcting
is
the
there anything?
knots.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Now,
Is it-
here's the thing. The Tenderpaw is helping with scientist. How do you two want to help? Because she is the perfect counterweight, she said.
I have the trait fat. I feel like that should help with this as well.
I have the trait skinny, so.
I don't have much. I'm not really good here.
I have
I'm a
two-
lore mouse and an archivist.
What?
No.
Okay, so
No.
I'm clever. I'm clever. So I did happen to sort of take one of the umbrellas, which I will send up there with them in a very clever way. So if there is any kind of falling, they can use the umbrella to sort of float on air.
We're gonna Mary Poppins our way down, bruh.
I was saying Mary Poppins, y'all, for sure.
Here's what I want to do. So, Brianna's gonna be the one rolling this. You're gonna roll your scientist. What is your scientist?
One.
Great.
One, it should be 2, I believe. Because if
Oh,
you have
really?
one check in it, then it should have a base of 2.
Oh, maybe I did my thing wrong.
Probably.
I think you're great.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm so
oh,
sorry, Bronze,
scientist.
please don't come into my
Oh,
house
wait.
and kill me in the middle of the night, please.
Do
Wait,
you? I don't think you have scientist.
Oh, do I not? Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm looking at your character sheet. You don't have scientist. This is even better.
Never mind.
No.
I also have one trait that's at 0. I don't know how that happened.
Can she use her fat to roll?
That's not
Now,
good.
yes, you can use your fat to help you, because that is a trait. So here's what I'm going to do. Brienne, we're going to add scientist to your skill list. However, you do not have a number in it yet.
Okay,
Do you know why? Because you're learning.
I'm learning it.
So we're going to put an X. We're going to put like a -2 into scientist. And we're just going to go ahead and put a check on there. Here's the
Okay.
unfortunate thing, though.
Okay.
Because you're learning a new skill, you have to test that skill. It doesn't matter if you pass or fail,
Mhm.
however many times as your max nature is.
Okay.
Your max nature is 6, so you're
Mhm.
starting to learn scientist. This will
Okay.
take
Oh.
5 more checks. But
Okay.
we're going to get down to the dice.
hmm
Whenever you learn a new skill, or you're using a skill that you don't have, you use half of either will or health. Because
Okay.
you're sort of trying to like make this pulley system work, I'd say go ahead and use your will.
Okay.
So what is your will currently?
3.
3. It's going to be rounded up, so you have a base of 2.
Okay.
All right, and you're getting helping dice from your trait fat. So that's 3. You're getting.
You guys
This is the
are
best
mean.
game. This is the
You're
best
very
game ever.
mean.
You're
You've
also
done this
getting helping
yourself.
dice.
Yeah, no, we're not doing anything here. I haven't said a
Yeah,
thing.
this is
You're
this is
getting
all
help.
you.
You're getting helping dice from the Tenderpot, who
Mhm.
also has scientist. Well, she actually knows scientist. So
Mhm.
Like trying to tell you how to, but I can't like speak over you telling me what to do. So it's like, but,
you sort of like arrange the knot on your like torso yourself. You're like, okay, so this is good. And you're getting a +1 dice because of the gear you're using, the rope, and the umbrella. So I think you have a total of 5 dice. I need 3 successes.
Okay. Here we
also,
go.
Also
Alright.
remember, from donations, you have 3 dice that you can add to your check if you want.
That's
I'm
true.
gonna add 1.
Thank you.
Okay. So rolling 6 dice.
Oh, I got 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Success.
I'm really worried that this mouse is
You
gonna
guys are
die.
doing well. Well done. So, we'll move the perspective over to the Tenderpot for now.
Okay.
Juniper. Oh boy, you get to go up.
Tights.
So, you're sort of being like drawn up with this
Mhm.
pulley system to this tree. It's a small like tree.
Mhm.
It's not like a big pine tree or anything. It's actually got lots of little like long thorns and branches on it that come to a point. And as you go up, you hear this old mouse still groaning and just like still speaking down to you guys. He sort of goes intelligible for a moment. And as you go up, you see that this he sort of is this tan grayish color, and you notice that his fur has sort of like a coppery tinge to it, especially around the chest. And then that's when you realize that's actually blood. And that's when your tiny mind realizes he's impaled on this branch's thorn.
That escalated quickly.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so once I shimmy up there and I realize that he's hurt, I'm gonna go ahead and I've been picking herbs this whole route because that's my inquisitive nature is to find
Yes.
it and pick it and stuff. I want to go ahead and try to work that into a salve to help him as a healer.
Okay, it looks
Um,
like you're just trying to like maybe like ease the pain or put
yeah,
some, yeah, okay.
so we can get him down. Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably going to be a healer check
Mhm.
of at least 3. All of you look up and you see that she's next to him, but she's sort of like
I shout down at them and I'm just like, "Yo, he's hurt." Like
Wow.
I'm gonna try to help him out a second, but this guy's impaled on a thorn, and I can't make out what he's saying. I don't know how he got here, but
he keeps on remembering like shriek, God, for the shriek. Yes, I heard it. I heard it shriek. Where's my niece?
I'm sorry. Just hang on, man. It's gonna be okay.
Can you get him off, or
Everything
can you?
all right up there? You need some. Want me to send somebody else up?
Just don't move, please. If I come down from here, I can't help him.
This is an
Brienne
obstacle.
flops down
What
on
if
her
you-
foot with the rope still around her waist. She's
All right,
fine.
so I'm gonna need you to make an obstacle 3 healer check. You're getting +1 because of all the herbs you've been grabbing.
Okay.
This thing, like, you've never had to pull someone off of a branch before.
So I have 4d6 to roll right now. 'cause I have
True.
3.
Do you want to use your one of your traits to help you?
Can I use one of the extra dice that we have?
Yes, you have
Let's do that.
2 extra dice and a reroll that you can use.
Okay. I'll just use one of the extra dice.
Okay.
So I'll roll 5, right?
Don't forget, one of your traits is charged, so you can use it as many times as you want.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's my traits are inquisitive, skinny, and compassionate. So
Compassionate sounds like you're.
Bedside manner,
This
man.
guy's-
I mean, bedside
this
manner,
guy's hurting.
talking to him. Okay.
Yeah, he needs to stay still. if
Yeah.
you are
Oh,
going-
yeah. I need to get him from being squirmy. Okay. So I'm talking him down, although I have no idea what he's saying. Shriek. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 6.
Right.
Sounds like
Obstacle 3.
That's
Okay.
a lot of
1,
successes.
2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are killing it today. And you guys watch as she's like doing something up there. She said he was hurt. You notice a second later that do you toss the like? How do you like do this like half handed surgery. Basically, you are trying to like the thorn has like gone through his shoulder, and he's sort of just like angled himself so that it's just hanging.
Okay, so it's not still attached to the branch. He's just.
Yeah,
or is it?
he's sort of. It is, but I
Okay.
think you're able to sort of like snip the
Okay.
the end of it and just sort of like ease him off. And
Okay.
once you have him, what do you do? Once you realize, okay, if I pull him off now, he's either going to drop or I'm going to drop with him.
Okay, so we only have like one roll action per our turn, right?
No. That's in
Right now,
That's
right
on
now this
our
is
turns.
yeah. Right now
Okay.
this is the game master's turn. I'm giving you guys a complex obstacle to get this guy off, basically.
Okay.
I am not particularly great, but I could in theory, I could, I guess, help you lower him down. Like you could stay up on the branch and then
Yeah.
lower him down and then just climb down the rope yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is if I can use, I already used my scientist roll, so I can't use it again this turn.
Oh no, you
or-
can. You guys
Okay.
just declare what
Okay.
skill you want to
Yeah.
use.
Oh.
I want to go
No,
ahead and
I'm
use
just-
scientist to try to figure out if we can both
Oh.
go down with her weight if I tie him with me.
I was sort
Or
of
if
trying
I
to
should
like
type him.
grab the narrative. Like, how are you going to get him down?
Oh, okay. So
Because she already rolled scientist to get you up. You rolled healer to get him off of it. So I
Yeah.
think those two combined will like get him down. So now we're just sort of running.
Okay.
The
okay. So I'm
Okay.
kind of like grasping on the branch still, because I mean, even though I'm skinny, it's a small branch, and this guy's hanging on pretty tight. So I've kind of wedged him off the thorn, and I'm still trying to make out what he's saying. Shriek, shriek. I mean, I've lived in these libraries of our town for so long. I have no idea what this is.
Do you have hunter or lore mouse?
I have neither.
I'm a lore mouse though.
Okay.
Can I start shouting down at him, asking him, "Do you know what he's saying? Shriek, shriek, shriek at me!" And I can't. Do you know? I mean, is he trying to describe a sound? In this area with your Pathfinder? Like, do you know anything here?
I am an archivist and a lore mouse, so
Okay.
if while she's sort of lowering this guy down, we'll kind of collect him once he's down at ground level. Obviously we're tending to his wounds real quick. If he's saying anything that sounds like he might be describing an animal or something, then I would definitely like to see if I can figure out what it is.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a lore mouse or a
Okay.
hunter.
My hunter is actually better than my lore mouse.
Okay.
So I will take that. And
Any helping dice?
I don't know. You tell me, guys.
I would love to help, but I don't really know.
I
So
don't
he's
really have
using
anything.
lore
Yeah,
mouse.
lore mouse or hunter are kind of the only ones that can help.
Okay.
Well, yeah. No. Well, let's hope for the best.
Go ahead. It's not going to be a hard obstacle.
Alright.
I'm just going to make it like. How many
That's
dice do you have?
I have 3 in hunter.
Okay, so I'm going to just make it obstacle 2.
Okay. I'm gonna add one of my chat dice. My what are they? Persona points.
yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
Just
Smart.
because I want to figure out what's going on here because I am
please.
curious. So let me
Right now, I
delete.
don't think that's going to be very difficult to figure out.
That is fine. So /R. What is it? It's 3 + 1. Is Quinn helping me with lore master? Lore mouse?
If he has it.
Do you have
Do you
lore
have
mouse?
Quinn, do you have hunter or lore mouse?
Let me actually check. On your character sheet, you do not.
All right. So then I'll just do the 5.
Yeah, you're on your own, buddy.
That's all good.
Eee.
4 successes.
Not
Nice.
bad. So, he's delirious a little bit, but he keeps like looking up and like pointing at the sky, just sort of like he like confuses some of the branches and the leaves that are sort of falling or that are growing for something else.
Do I get the sense that him kind of talking about shrieking and pointing to the sky, he's talking about some kind of bird, obviously?
Yes.
Um,
You think because he's like so delirious and probably like weary, he can't really form it. He's talking about a shrike.
I'm not familiar.
Now you are because you succeeded. A shrike
Oh.
is.
I'm not. I'm sure my mouse is familiar.
Your mouse
I'm
is
not
mouse.
familiar.
Yeah.
This is the part where I tell you what your knowledge sort of
Yes.
regales to you. You sort of are filled with this intense, unsettled sensation. A shrike is basically what looks like a gray songbird, except it is, in fact, a very cruel predator for mice, lizards, and other small creatures.
Mm-hmm.
It does not look like a bird of prey. It does not have like really sharp talons that it can hook into it, but it can grab prey, and it prefers sometimes to impale its prey literally on a thorn bush or on a branch. Sometimes it doesn't even eat them right away. It just leaves them there because it knows they can't escape and will come back later.
I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It's got a
Yes.
mouse
This is deeply
stapled to a
unpleasant.
tree.
This
Yes.
is deeply
that's messed
unpleasant.
up.
I wish I didn't Google the same image. Yeah.
This is literally the world you are in, and guess what? We live in it too.
Wow.
This animal exists,
This
and it's a
bird goes
monster.
hard, man.
That's a
Yeah.
that needs a trigger warning. Okay.
This is the
Yeah,
Bronx
yeah.
girl of
wow.
birds.
No. No.
Uh,
Wow.
I just realized, yes, I should have probably before you guys tried to Google that. My
Yeah.
apology.
It's so cute, but it's such a dick.
That's why it's the bronze.
Oh my
girl.
god! Like this is literally, honestly, if it had a kazoo, it'd basically be a kazoo and like maybe a little more like a salt shaker next to it. It'd be you, like 100%, like real
Well,
talk.
if it was 50% more pathetic, it'd probably be you.
Oh my gosh! Though, like, she's right though. You know, when you're right, you're right. So I'll give you that one, bro. I'll give you that one.
I think the
All right.
sun's gonna be out for a while because the shade is gone.
And that, wow.
It's bad.
Wow.
I love crying myself to sleep tonight.
But he definitely seems to be doing a whole lot better now that
Yeah.
the tender paw is sort of tempted.
So,
Well, that's good.
now with my lore-ness about this, do I think that they probably have a territory, right? Like we're probably smack in the middle of it.
Yeah, you expect so.
Then do I think using my awesome pathfinding check from before, we were above ground now, do I think we'd probably, like, we could find a safe tunnel to dive and maybe get out of bird range?
I'm still in the branch, right?
No,
I think
you've
so.
come
Okay.
down. You've come down.
okay.
Everybody's safely on the ground.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
we're fine.
And at this point, he's sort of like just like looking around, and he says, "Look out! She's around here somewhere.
Yes.
She got away."
Whoa, wrong music. Jesus. It started
Careful there.
started
Watch your
accordions all of a
toes.
sudden. I'm like,
just Weird Al polka. Let's get that going.
he'll say, yes, there might be a tunnel around here. We should get out from the open sky.
I draw my flail just in case.
She's ready.
So right now, I want you guys to sort of make a scout check.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is sort of to remain unseen, as well as to keep an eye out for hidden things.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have a scout of 2.
Yeah, so do I.
Same here.
Are we all just bad at it?
Oh, we're all just trolling too. Yeah, we're really. Man, what a great team we've assembled. Like this is good.
Hey, look, I'm the new kid. Y'all ain't got no excuses.
All right.
You-
Well,
you-
who's
okay,
feeling
point taken,
lucky?
jeez.
This is sort of like the thing about Mouse Guard, because everybody starts at like a really small skill level, but you sort of have to realize like that skill level jumps up just because you guys are a team. Once every single one of you is helping each other, you suddenly can tackle obstacles that like single mouse couldn't do alone.
Like a
Yeah.
turtle.
Just like a turtle.
Just like a turtle.
A buttery turtle.
All right,
Buttery,
who wants to
buttery
play
turtle. That sounds like
for
that
failing
sounds
this
You were
roll?
good,
tier.
actually.
Who hasn't rolled yet? We need who hasn't rolled anything.
You guys.
The Tenderpaw. Wait, no, Tenderpaw has. Who has Scout, first of all?
I do. I have 2.
I think we
I
all
do,
do.
but
yeah.
2. Okay, so it's really up in the air. Who wants to roll? Who wants to lead this this challenge?
I mean, I think we all have 2 right now
Yeah.
on Scout. So I feel like
I vote Quinn.
okay.
It's time for you to prove yourself. Speaking of that, by
okay.
the way, Grinny Weasley before said, while I'm a firm believer that hashtag thick mice matter, she's far too sassy and must be stopped. Quinn is that mouse, so charge that mouse.
Okay.
You also have a charged trait.
Nice.
My goodness. So
That-
that's going to
that
last until the end of next session?
I wonder what the trait pathetic will grant you.
Okay, you know
Oh.
what? I
Oh.
literally only have so many band-aids. I have so many band-aids. You know what? There we go. There we go. You're fine. We're fine. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll now. I can only take so much damage, emotionally and physically. Okay, I rolled. There we go. And it's not good, guys. It's real not good.
You didn't get any helping dice.
Yeah.
Okay, then I didn't roll. I lied to you about that. Jeez, I don't know what I'm doing.
So here's what we'll do. You rolled your 2 scout, but now everybody can give you helping dice. So
Mhm.
how are you guys helping?
Yeah, please God help me, God.
Also, you have extra dice you can add if you need, and a reroll.
I'm
This
a
is a-
survivalist.
That's good. You know the
So I
places
can
that
give you-
you guys can.
I'll give you +1.
Pathfinding and hunting are my jam, man. That's me.
I think helping with Hunter would like sort of tell him like it's a small bird. It's probably gonna like land somewhere, and we need to be under here when it does that.
Yeah.
Tenderpaw, how would you like to help?
I don't really have anything other than being inquisitive, but that's about as far as it goes. I have Scout. I mean, I can use Scout to help out, right?
You can totally help with
Okay.
Scout.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right. Sweet.
All right. And then you have 3 more dice. Do you want to use one of your traits to help yourself with this?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
The trait I would use is the one that you're gonna help me figure out which one to press.
Let's.
What traits do you have?
I have clever and inquisitive, so I would probably go with clever.
Clever, yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay, so how many is that? How many dice?
So right now
4,
that's
right?
4 dice. You're also getting another dice because
Okay.
of the old man that you guys got down from the tree.
That was really
He's
nice
sort
of
of
us.
like now that he's off of it, he seems to be a little bit more lucid.
Okay.
Thanks to that healer check.
Okay, so roll 5. Here we
Roll
go.
5 more dice, and it's unfortunately going to be a versus check.
Okay, I rolled.
Mm.
2 successes.
You
Well,
have a reroll if you need.
2. So yes, I got 2 successes. This was a versus test against the bird itself, and we have a tie.
Oh, I feel like I maybe should re-roll, but I also don't know if that's gonna make it worse.
You definitely can reroll. Do you have one of those available?
He has 1 reroll.
Yes,
for
I have one.
failure.
I have one, and I'm nervous to use it right now, but I feel like whatever. Let's just go. Let's
No,
do
we
this.
got it. We don't want to get impaled. We don't want to. We
Yeah.
don't want to be like this dude.
Yeah, this
Let's
dude's no
not do
offense,
that.
no offense, dude, but like you're really fucked up right now, and I don't want any part of that shit, so I'm gonna reroll.
Gotcha.
Here we go, pressing the button and reroll.
That works. All right. And
I'm gonna take the band-aid of shame off real quick. Ow, jeez, ow, bronze.
all right. So here's how the scene happens. You're sort of keeping an eye out now. All of you are on edge because for the first 2 days it was fairly quiet, and I think at this point you start definitely to hear as you guys are moving away and like sort of keeping low to the ground, sort of stomping through the wet underthrush of the bushes and whatnot. You do hear this small song fluttering here and there, and to any who look up, you definitely do see this bird, and on the surface it definitely looks quite graceful, but its beak has a noticeable hook to it, and as all of you sort of move around, you are able to stay out of sight. It is looking around though. It's very confused, it seems, just sort of like flapping from branch to branch, just sort of chirping. And then all of you sort of see there's some movement across the way near one of the trees, and you see a mouse suddenly pop up, and it sort of starts whistling this thing over its head very swiftly, and then it like with this small thwack, it tosses this rock in a random direction. And you hear it clatter against the base of other trees and just roll into the fallen leaves. And immediately, this bird goes over there to inspect. And you see this other mouse. She's running towards you very swiftly, this long scarf behind her. And you see the old fur's face sort of light up as this dark brown mouse sort of enters your hiding spot, beaming at the sight of this old fur. And immediately she goes up to him and sort of inspects his wound. Looks, which one of you fixed this up? Does it hurt? Does it hurt, Grandpa?
Oh,
Oh.
that's me. I think he'll be okay. He definitely perked up a little bit after we got him off the thorn, but man.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I was looking for you. I told you to not go out in the open. And she sort of like strokes his muzzle, sort of like patting his whiskers, and he just looks like, I was worried about you. I'm so worried. Just, she goes, it's fine. We'll get to Wimshelm just fine. You're doing great. You all are too. Who are you?
We are a detachment of the Mouse Guard.
We're just on a patrol, though.
follower.
So.
Yeah, patrolling, keeping the citizenry safe,
No secret mission. or
serving
anything?
mouse kind.
I'm gonna shove Quinn.
Where did you say your destination was?
Wimshelm. Wimshelm. Yes, this is wonderful.
Oh, there is a great tavern in Winshelm with a bevy of well-endowed wenches. It is a great. I love that town. It's
Why
wonderful.
do you know so much about all the wenches endowment?
Why don't you?
I don't even know. Where
Anyone can enjoy a comely wench.
At this, the mouse maid blushes, and just sort of like folds her grandpa's ears down. As she says, "I'm kind of thinking we should get him back to town."
Definitely, especially if you live where you say you live. Then I think a drink would perk this old fella right up. He probably needs one right now. You need some of my flask?
You
get him started. And
have you had that flask the entire time?
Well, yeah. What do you think I was doing when I was sitting on
Waiting
the
on
point?
me.
I honestly don't know
On
what
the
I
point.
expected from you. I really don't know what I expected from you at all.
Truly,
Greatness.
thank you. How
And
did
you're getting
you
it.
get off? Oh my goodness! It went all the way through.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Tactical ingenuity is how we got him down from there. Always happy to serve, madam.
Out of character.
She comes over and hugs you.
I give her a big ol' like
No,
envelope.
you're never gonna be able to wash that out. Just
Yeah, don't.
Oh,
it's bad. It's
you're
bad.
you're marked.
It is.
You
It
know
is
what?
soft.
You know what? People like you are why I do what I do.
What? Do what? What is it that you
Save
do?
my
Yeah, what-
save
what-
mouse kind every
Okay,
day.
but you realize
he kind of
you-
looks
you
at all
literally-
of you and is
New
like,
follower.
"What's this hostility for? This is wonderful."
Well,
Right. Out of character, real quick. Where is Wimshelm? I don't see it on the map.
Oh yeah, you guys
Yeah.
circled. I'm sorry, Gwendolyn marked this as Wimshelm.
Oh, it's a town
Okay.
that's
Oh,
not
okay.
actually on the map.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's- It's
wait,
not
hold on.
on the
Are you
map.
telling me I can just draw squares around things if I wanted to?
There's a tool for it. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna draw so many squares. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna be so
I'm sorry.
confused.
It's okay. We'll destroy them later.
The goal is to not let me have any power.
You say, it's just past, what's it, Elmswood, right?
Indeed. Further west. Well, you were off trail. Where were you headed?
No comment.
We were actually headed in that
Our
direction.
business is our
No.
own.
We have to stop in Elmswood.
All who wander are not lost.
We.
Wow.
How far off trail could we have been?
We're not off trail at all. We were
Well,
exactly where we intended to be,
Where we're going, we don't need
which
trails.
was
She
saving
nods and
your
she says,
grandfather.
This is exactly what I expected of the Mouse Guard. We've had tales about you for so long.
We
glad to
live
see
up
that
to
they were
those
true.
tales. By the way, I'm proficient in order and deceitful. You might be wondering,
gosh.
Franz doesn't have scout.
What a
Franz
winning
doesn't have
combination.
Pathfinder. I do have, I also have a great haggling skill too, because I need a discount on my beer.
She is. You all notice that she's.
Oh my god.
She's enthralled with this robust, and confident mouse before her, and is very, very happy that her grandfather's all right. And she sort of looks over her shoulder and says, "We'll get that Shrek someday. We just need to get old Bailey back up on his feet." All right.
Bailey.
Do what you guards mice do. Let's go.
Wait, you said get old Bailey up on his feet?
Oh yeah, old Bailey.
Why is he
Crazy
not
old
on?
hermit.
Oh, where does?
He's got a hole
Is
in
he
him, doesn't
troubling you? Is he a vagrant of any kind?
While she mumbles, I'm just gonna try to help him stand up.
Yeah, we both go and try to actually do something positive for this
Bailey.
person.
Shut up.
You are who's Bailey? Who's this Bailey guy? Like you're instantly antagonistic of a character that you. I love it.
This mouse maid sort of like quirks her head and she says, "Well, he's just a crazy old man that lives a little further down the coast from Old Windshelm. He's still in good walking distance. It's just he don't like to deal with the crabs. He usually beats them back though."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's been a harsh spring for everyone, though. Do you think this Bailey might need looking in on?
To be honest, I kind of do think we should. It's been a while, and
I'll tell you what. We'll deliver your grandfather safely to your town, and maybe you can help us take a stroll. Maybe you can, for one day, be one of the mouse guard, and help us find this kindly old hermit, just to make sure he's okay, because the mouse guard serves all mice, regardless of whether they're crazy old hermits.
So the only thing, I'm a little speechless to be honest. The only thing these hands know is how to work a mill. You'll have to teach me the ropes.
I grab her hand and I say, "I can teach those hands to do many things, fair maiden."
I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
She sort of like gives you this like smolder as she says, "Should be."
Let us be on our way.
Let us not forget we have our own patrol to see to.
I elbow you and lean in and I say, "Gwendolyn's agent name was Bailey. That's why I'm in charge. And you're not, because you're a dummy. You're a big dum-dum."
I lean in and say, "I actually forgot to write that down in my notepad."
Yeah, well, this is why I'm patrol guard and you're the leader and you're not the leader. Why I'm leader material.
I lean in and say very loudly, "You're whispering very loudly."
Shut up!
I shut up and then put another bandage on myself.
Let's go. I
just tell this old man. It's gonna be fine.
I think we broke 4 because he's just frozen.
He literally is frozen.
That's just the face he's making right now. He hasn't moved in a while.
He's back.
He just.
If his face stays like that for more than 4 hours, consult a physician.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
It was the best face to be stuck on too.
It was just this.
Oh my god! Wow.
This is the best game ever.
I'm so proud. Guess what? It's player's turn. I'm done. I'm through telling you what happens. The 2 mice that are going with you, the grandpa is named Grantham Poss, and this lovely little mouse maid is named Marie Poss.
Ooh.
A new follower.
And they will go with you the rest of the way to Windshelm.
All right.
From there, guess what happens? You guys have checks. Each of you has 1 check for free to do whatever you want in this player's turn. And that is either if you want to roll a skill, or if you want to go find somebody, or if you just want to perhaps, I don't know, It's up to you. Gather gear. This is a good time to sort of look at your goals.
Okay, can I go ahead?
Oh yeah, if you know what you want to do, go right ahead.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and can I roll against my trait? Can I do
Trait?
that? Yeah.
Oh.
The inquisitive, because I want to spend some time getting to know my mentor. I'm really excited to actually have a mentor now.
Oh, sweet. So actually, do you have the instructor skill, Askren?
No.
Poop. Do you have anything you want to teach her, maybe?
I am a lore mouse and an archivist and a pathfinder supreme. So I mean, if you wanna know how to find a weasel tunnel and navigate that, or I could teach you the many stories of battles and things that happen beyond the scent border, which I've never seen with my own eyes, but I've translated quite a lot of manuscripts.
Stories. Brienne makes stories.
Oh my god.
Now, there are no stories in the archive about Brienne. I promise you that.
Brienne
You just haven't looked in the right section.
It's under thick with 2 C's. You have to find it. It's a little hard.
Stick with 2 C's, XXX.
Yeah.
The tail of a hedgehog and bar winches.
Okay.
I love it.
So here's what we can do. You say that you want to like hang out with your mentor. Do you want to like learn something from him?
Sure. I mean, I could learn more lore. I mean,
Okay.
I'm used to being told stories.
So how about you guys do this? Askren, you're going to be rolling instructor. You don't have instructor though.
I don't.
So you're going to start learning it.
Oh.
Put make a little like minus sign next to your thing. Put a single pass because that's not going to matter.
What next to my thing? What thing?
Your skill.
Yeah, your skill rating.
Oh,
Should
so I have
be
to
down.
add instructor,
Mm-hmm.
and then a little minus sign.
One thing though, what is Juniper's nature?
6.
So, I kind of do things a little differently in this sort of instance. You're trying to teach your Tenderpaw something, but her mousy nature sort of tries to tell her, no, you already know everything you know to be a mouse. You should only stick to that. So it makes learning a little bit difficult. You're going to be rolling your instructor, which is half your will, versus her nature, which is 6. So
Got it.
she's going to be rolling 6 dice, and you're going to be rolling how many?
So half my will, where's my thing, is going to be 2, and that's it.
Do you have any traits?
I have rational and wolf snout.
Ooh. You wanted to use rational for this?
Rational would help, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just chill, logical. We're good.
Tell her
all
a story
about
with
the
a moral.
All about the studying. I'll tell her a
Does
story
anybody
about
wanna
being a
help?
mouse.
Actually, yeah. Does anybody here have lore mouse besides Askren?
Word of our community's
You're on your own, buddy.
spreads.
You're a mentor. So,
I'm not a very good learner, so.
Leslie, go ahead and roll 6 dice.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
going to
boy.
be a versus test.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
That's 1 dice.
Shut up. Let's do 5. Yeah, D6. Okay. So I have
Only
2
one success.
One
One success. Oh,
You might just do this.
I might. All right. I am going to roll. So I don't get any instruction here, any assistance.
Nope.
So then I am going to burn one of my donation dice, so to make it 3d6, because you know, I might as well teach her something. And all I gotta do is beat 1 success. So pray for me. No.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
I suck.
Wow.
Do you have a reroll you can use?
Oh. my God.
I do, but it wouldn't matter because I could only roll 1 failure.
Oh.
No
Oh
success.
no. No.
A new
So,
Well,
this
I'm
is
not learning anything today.
You just teach her like an alternative fact or something? Like is that what
No,
what
it's so I'm reading like the whole story.
The
Like
earth is flat.
so what happens is I take out my big lore book and I'm just like I read this really cool tale of like mice and you know pushing the scent border and doing heroic things and making safe you know, the towns up near the border. And then once I closed my book, really satisfied that I told a great story and I was dramatic and it was engaging.
Like,
and I look, and she's just picking herbs, like over.
That's her nature.
That's my nature. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's her nature. Mice forage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna say, Astrid, your character is going to be a little bit angry.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So you're gonna get
sorry.
a condition. You are
Yeah.
now angry.
I'm gonna go to the bar.
We're in the
By the way,
woods.
as you guys go into Windshelm, it is a fairly small town. It's sort of built into these tall reeds that would be difficult for any animal to really get into or to sort of see. It's also, to your surprise, Brienne, sort of tactically littered with little prickles.
Oh, maybe it's time to replenish my quill cape.
Exactly. So all the rest of you are sort of like, oh god, it's like a landmine field. And but I'm thinking you can get in there no problem. And Marie sort of is like, here, you have to go around this way, and sort of takes you by the hand and just sort of like helps guide you through the slimmer paths.
It's a little bit harder since I'm a vicar lady.
Can I follow? I would like to follow.
And then she sort of says, Grandpa, you have to, it's a big step. You, between, she's just sort of trying to like, be like guiding him. She stops holding your hand, goes over to help him. And he's just like, remember, order. And he's just beside himself. Still in pain, but man, those herbs. What else would you guys like to do as you go into this town? It's sort of built into these like stone shacks that are sort of hanging on these dunes with a sort of a floor base of wood.
Word of our
Hmm.
community's claim spread.
You mean other than finding the inn?
Oh yeah, you guys will certainly be taken there. After Marie sees her grandpa to his home, she also sort of raises her hand for a healer, like yells out, "Ah, the Shrike! Got him!" You see some of the townsfolk sort of they're like moving in a busy sort of fashion, and they all just go, "Oh," just nod their head all together. And one mouse sort of runs over, guides him there, and then she says, "Okay, you good?" He says, "I'm good. Go get her." Fine, jeez. She walks back over to you guys and says, "All right, you guys did a good for Windshelm. Let me see if I can get you some free food." And she walks
Heck yeah.
Free?
free. This is the guard. This is the mouse guard walking into town. You guys are heroes.
I square up. Yep,
Tighten my cloak a little bit.
we are. I pop up my quilled hood.
You know, just put my hand on the hilt of my sword, like.
Fierce and formidable.
I tried to
Start
pull
making
out some
bag
kind of weapon,
space.
but I just pull out an umbrella.
Oh, and she leads you into this small tavern. The tavern is called the Salty Clam. And as you walk in, it is quite salty. There's like some 3 bowls of finely ground salt sort of set aside for anybody who wants to come in.
Oh yeah,
And-
free salt.
Exactly. And
I'm gonna start taking some and just putting it in my bag.
Mhm. And there's a mouse there who sort of just looks up. He's fairly top heavy, but you see that the rest of him is just sort of very lax. He's moving a keg of what looks like a sloshing liquid back into a little like shelf in the back with a little like nub on the end that he can like sort of turn. And Marie goes, "Hey, Thomas, you're gonna be using that. We need 5. She just sort of waves her hand, and he says, "Really? You're really doing this, Marie?" And she gets you guys 5 drinks. She gets you guys a fair meal. They actually serve you guys clams. They pulled out this big clam, and this Thomas, this hefty, top-heavy mouse, takes like a chisel and just like opens it up with like a hammer and chisel and just opens it up. and he starts divvying out these little slabs to each of you.
Oh.
I said, you ever had wins on
I'm
clam
sold.
before?
I'm there.
I don't think I've ever had clam before.
I
Excited.
start shoving it into my face.
We
rapidly.
understand. It's
Impressively.
not the finest delicacy for some people, but the salt is there in case you need to, you know, touch it up a bit.
I sprinkle salt all over my clam. I take out an embroidered handkerchief that has my initials on it, tuck it into my cloak, pull out a large, like, little fork and spoon, and very carefully, in a curated fashion.
I'm gonna sniff the brew and ask him what's in it. What ale is this? I haven't heard this before.
It's bearberry.
Bearberry.
Yeah, you ever seen a bearberry bush?
I don't think so. I'm an
She's
homebody.
very green.
No, it's like a spruce. No, I wouldn't say spruce. Yeah, you notice that this ale has like a very sharp sweetness to it as you swallow. It's not very frothy, but it's got a pop to it. And he just sort of like nods and says, "Well, yeah, we like to do things with a little flavor here around Winshow. I'd like to break out from the norm if you get my drift."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mighty fine brew.
Definitely in flavor
I love-
country.
Well, glad to hear it. Guards mice, right? They must have some fancy, I don't know, bread.
Wow, that was kind of condescending.
Yeah.
He sort of like realizes that was kind of like weird, and he says, "Actually, sorry, my brother's a baker, so."
Oh, is there some sibling rivalry going on there? You guys seem a little angry about something. Listen, buddy, listen, come here. Clams, that's a good deal. You know, that's good. You don't gotta sell yourself short. These are delicious clams. This is great salt. Where'd you get this? Did you get this from the sea?
Pull it from the waves. I have my own boat.
Look at that. Why are you
Wow.
envious of some lame old baker?
Yeah.
Live your best life. Hey, you. Live your best life. Here's a little something for you. Reach into one of my pockets and just flip them a coin as a tip.
Oh my
Buy yourself
goodness!
something cute.
It looks
Can-
at it.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
What's your brother's name?
My brother. Foul man. Thinks he owns this place. And let me actually bring it up here. His name is Lawrence.
Oh.
Lawrence.
Lawrence sounds like a dick name to me.
Yeah,
I
well,
normally
last
know,
name
like,
is even
yeah,
worse.
that's- sound like
Certain
a dick.
names. Yeah, there's certain names that just, you know, there's a the name themselves is unsavory. Lawrence,
Yeah.
Damien,
Ooh.
you know, Quinn.
Melvin.
Okay, you know what? I haven't said anything in a while, and it's because I've been trying to be good, and I kind of like your little bib thing. It's nice, but like other than that, I think
Nah,
you're
bib is
pretty.
nice.
You've been, it's okay. You can call it whatever you can call it. I'm gonna call it whatever I'm gonna call it. That's a bib, and it's got at least like a year's worth of dribblings on it. So there.
No, it's not. It's very clean. This is
It
embroidered.
is not. There's nothing
you
about
haven't
you
owned
that's
a
very
single-
clean. You know what? You know what? You know
I love
what?
how he's the one with the
I
dirty
am
cake.
tired of being pushed.
That's right. That's right.
Why do you have to bring that up right now? Like literally
I'm
right
just
now.
saying.
Like,
I'm sorry.
why don't you go
That's
pick
a-
some herbs?
I also
on the
just-
kettle black.
I also just
Now,
stuck
Thomas-
some food
Thomas-
into your mouth like some kind
Why?
of animal.
I grab whatever thing of alcohol and I just start putting it into my face.
See, you're drinking that pretty
Thomas sort of
sloppy,
noticed this, and he
washing everywhere.
just like sort of puts a hand on the ale, or like at least the cup that you're drinking. He sort of like pushes it down. He's like, hey, it's okay. Just chill out.
And I use my tail to push it back up.
Oh, I
I
didn't see that though. Okay.
I think you should let them.
I think you should let them.
I have done nothing to you.
I'm sorry. You know, you got like your stuff together, and I think you're like cool. And you're not like the mean one over here, because like she's a little mean. And like I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. And as long as it's
This little tank's got some problems.
Thomas,
This little
Hey.
tank's got some real problems.
we have there was a man we were supposed to see. I think he lives outside of town. Fisherman.
You're talking about- And Marie sort of picks up like, Bailey, oh Bailey. And he goes, oh Bailey. All right. Well, it's not far. It's literally just up the coast. He lives in this little shack that he... Gosh, I don't know how he put it together. He just lives under this... very close to the sea. I'm very worried about the tide most of the time, but he seems to have built it high enough, so...
We got a really secret. We got a special secret.
Well,
form.
Someone
covers
put, yeah. Someone do that.
We got a special. We got a special.
No, you're muffled. You need to just chill out, bro.
I mean, he goes out a lot. He patrols. I mean,
How
that's
did that
the...
idiot ever make guard mouse? He should have never made it past Tender Pop.
Should have never made it past your own face, you dumb face. I like
You
it.
should have
I
never
like.
made it
I
past
like your
mother's
face.
womb. You should have never made it past your mother's womb. You're a waste
There
of
is no need for that. That is
Ooh,
that is very
not
mean.
Very nice.
Mm.
That's
That's
extremely
very
mean. Mr. Bailey, he
That's...
do you know anything about him?
Yeah, he doesn't like to come into town much. He'd rather spend it either at his shack or, I don't know, out in the wilds. That's why we know where most of the animals are. Most of the time, that's how we got through winter. He kept going out. He would see them roaming. It's kind of helpful because that scent border, nobody likes to fix it all the way up north. I don't know if you know those spruce duck people, but they like to...
We're all from
skip
Spruce
that.
Duck.
We're all from Spruce Duck, so be careful what you say, because we'll get sad.
Ah. Well, it's good you're here then, so I can send my complaints down. They need to fix the scent border.
Okay.
We will definitely make sure that is
Complaint
passed
noted.
along.
But yeah, listen, if you want to go meet old Bailey, by all means, he's just down the shoreline.
Right. Another thing, you don't happen to transport these clams to Lockhaven, do you?
I mean, it'd take one heck of a caravan to just take one. These things are huge. Maybe if we cut them up, but I don't know how well they keep. You'd have to do it during the cold season.
Nothing's as nasty as an old clam.
It's true. I
Oh.
know from experience.
You can always salt preserve it. You have a lot of salt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Only thing
That's
worse
it.
than old clams is pickled and salted clams.
Just because you have very delicate taste, obviously, doesn't mean
A very refined palate.
Very refined palate and a very refined stench.
We call that ripe.
right.
I smell of daisies and elderflowers.
Oh my god. I
I
love you so much. I'm so proud.
Okay. All right.
So-
Okay. All right.
Here's what I'll say. You guys have 3 more checks.
Mm-hmm. Can I use one of my checks to get rid of angry?
Yes. Actually, no.
No.
Because you already used your... Oh, wait.
No, I
yeah,
didn't.
you already... Okay, wait, hold on. So here's how checks work. They are... Each player gets 1, but the way Leslie phrased what her tender paw wanted was
Oh
sort
god
of...
damn it!
Oh no.
It kind of forced you to use
Oh
your check.
no.
So here's what I'll do. If you tell your tender paw what you want...
Now he's actually angry.
Oh, Lord.
This escalated.
Well,
So, what do you want to do? Just tell me that, and we'll see if it's okay.
Me or
it's
him?
all you guys. I'm done. I'm
Okay,
out. I
I'm
got
gonna-
nothing.
Now you
I'm
can
gonna
still help
use-
them. I'm just saying you can.
No,
still
I know.
help.
I know.
I'm gonna use my fiery nature to confront Quinn.
What?
What?
I have a fiery trait.
I'm
Do you
gonna
wanna use that
confront
with
him about my
Deceiver?
fiery trade.
Huh?
Or do you want to like do an orator or a deceiver?
You mother.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah,
It-
because
I lost connection for a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
But what? Basically, just tell me what skill you want to roll, and then
Mhm.
what you
Okay.
want at the end result.
Okay. I am gonna roll Persuader.
All right.
And using my sizable girth and my fiery nature, I'm going to persuade him that he doesn't want this fight. He doesn't want this quarrel. He better chickadee check before he wrecks.
So I would say this would be a versus test. You could either roll
I'm
your
gonna
will.
assert my dominance.
See who's going to be the guard's mouse and who's going to be the other guard's mouse.
See who's gonna shut the fuck up and listen to what I say when I say it.
Bring it,
So,
bring it, little,
Quinn,
bring it, you
do
big
you
old
have a
person.
persuader or a manipulator, deceiver, orator?
I have deceiver and
Deceiver-
orator.
This sounds like a deceiver because
Deceiver?
yeah,
Great.
because that sort of encapsulates like intimidation,
Okay.
I
subversion.
I am a level 3 cook.
Hmm.
I have also a 2 orator,
Two.
and I have had a
Unfortunately,
lot of this salty little alcohol.
I think what you would have to do is roll your will instead. So what is your will?
My will is Smith. No, it's 3.
3. Go ahead and roll 3 will versus her deceiver.
Okay, ready,
And
set, go.
You're using your fiery trait to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and
Okay.
add +1 to yours.
Super mega damn.
You only got one success?
You only got one face. Yeah, I only got one success.
Yeah.
So it didn't-
Oh,
4 successes.
man.
God damn it!
Yeah, 3 successes, but
Oh, three
I-
successes. 3 successes.
it's
Still though.
greater than 4, not greater than 3.
So
Oh.
Yeah.
I messed up my thingy-majiggy.
It's all good.
Cheater! No, that's not how that works.
so
I
at the end,
still got 3.
Yeah, 3.
You still
Oh yeah,
got
no,
better
you
than
you crushed
failure,
it.
So
Yeah, you
Yeah.
crushed it.
what
All
else
right.
is new?
so also make sure that you note in your will that you got a fail because that'll help you level it up later.
Okay, so fail.
So,
okay.
do I need to note that from before?
Yeah, if you roll something, make sure you
Alright.
note whether you failed or you passed.
Failed it.
I mean, the
Nice.
rest of the session has been passing so far.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta mark those other things.
Oh, I did.
Mhm.
I have not been doing that. Oh no.
Yeah, make sure you
Alright,
guys.
so I failed a lore mouse. I failed an instructor.
I don't know what I succeeded. I know I succeeded once.
I think
but
it was
I
at
don't know
Scout. Was it?
Sure, or survival. No, yeah, I think survivalist was the one because I had the highest that one.
No, I think.
No,
I
it was
think you
Scout. It
rolled-
was Scout. It was.
Yeah,
Scout.
it was Scout.
I remember. Fuck.
So, you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of it, I think. What do you want Quinn to do?
All right. I want him to give me all his money.
What do you want?
You are genuinely
That-
the worst. Like
Now,
I
This roll isn't mind control.
oh my.
Unfortunately, it is not mind control.
He probably doesn't even have any money. Look at his filthy cloak. What money? He probably has like a penny.
It's a.
Oh,
It's a.
You know what I
big
want out of all this?
What?
I want him to apologize to me for making fun of my size when we first met.
You made fun of my strength when we.
No, I won this. I intimidated you.
Despite
Just like real life, okay?
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
So, just with all this said, there is a small tussle of words, and by the end of it, you honestly realize I did go for the low blow. Eventually, I did use the weight of this mouse to shame them. And beyond everything else that has happened, that was wrong. I'll have to find other ways.
I'm deeply sorry for all that I'm deeply sorry that I did that. I wanted to fit in, and everyone else, whether it was behind your back or no, was making fun of your size. And I shouldn't have joined in with all those many people who were making fun of your weight. And the fact that you are a mouse who dresses like a hedgehog. I was not trying to join in. There were so many people who were, so I felt safe in doing that. But realistically, I shouldn't have, because you definitely have something. And whether it's that great smell of yours or all the wonderful things that you can accomplish. I just want to say I'm sorry for joining in on those at least dozens and dozens of people who were doing the exact same thing as I. I've never been known as a pathfinder. I've never been able to move.
I've never been able to move.
I'm going to be the bigger mouse, metaphorically, of course, and just say I'm sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Your apology needs some work. I'd give it a 4 out of 10. That
Wow.
being said, I'm in charge. I'm the leader. Therefore, I have to get used to having unsavory folk like you under my lead. And I will accept your very wordy, very boring apology. And I will trust that I won't have to deal with any insubordination from you in the future.
Can I raise my glass up to her and I offer a cheers. And I'm just kind of like holding it like this, waiting for anything to happen.
I clink it.
After watching this conversation, I clink too and just.
Yay.
Even though I'm only 16.
I'll come around.
Quinn,
You know, you're lucky. You're lucky, Junie, that you're a smaller girl. Because when you get curves like these, you attract all kinds of unwanted male attention. And you just,
It's unwanted? I mean nothing.
you know, and they react in the most harsh ways. It's like that kid in Little Mouse School who pulls your pigtails because he thinks you're cute. It's awful, and they say the awfulest things. Call you
Were
fat,
you
but
watching
really-
her in Little Mouse School?
No, I'm just saying we weren't even the same class. I'm older than her. You're drunk. I think you need to eat some more clam and go to bed.
I would love to eat some more clam.
nice. We have 2 more checks. I'm gonna say, Leslie, what do you want to roll for this session? Or this player's turn, rather. Because
I
now,
think maybe since I'm inebriated now, my nature might not be as strong. Maybe that's me going and try to learn again. I'm just gonna keep poking because I'm really inquisitive about my mentor.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, how about you try to tell him the story this time?
I try to tell him a story.
Yeah. Why don't you try to like?
Oh yeah, no, because
one-up him?
if you want to be a lore mouse, you need to properly tell a story.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can. Here's what. Now he tried to set you up. That's what the instructor test was for. Now you're
Okay.
going to try to roll lore mouse. So what
Okay.
is your will?
3.
3. It's going to be 2.
Okay.
So do you want to use any traits to help you?
I'm an orator.
Unfortunately, that's a skill, sadly.
Oh, a trait.
What are your wises, by the way?
Well, I am Legends of the Guard wise.
You can. Your wises can help you with this. In this thing I'm running, you guys will be able to use your wises to help you.
Okay.
So go ahead and add +1 to that.
Okay.
They're sort of going to act just like traits. So
Okay,
go
so that'd be-
ahead and add +1 to that. Do
Alright.
you want to use an actual trait?
I
Hmm.
don't really. I mean, compassion, being skinny, and being inquisitive. I don't know if they would really.
Inquisitive, maybe. Maybe you something about his story was really, it really caught your attention. You just want to sort of like explore that in this dialogue.
Yeah, maybe I'm half telling him a story, also to have figure out if I'm missing anything in the story, like, as in, maybe not telling him, but like expecting him to fill any holes in the plot.
Got it.
R.I.P. Quinn.
All right. So
Press
As you
F to pay
sort of-
respects.
Right.
as you begin this story, Quinn falls.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry I'm so boring, Quinn, and not
You
bibbed
hear
up in
us-
your type.
you hear a snore.
You're pretty.
So-
You're on the way. It's okay.
You'll get
You're
there
an
eventually.
Far.
Inner beauty. Some of us have it on the outside, some of us have it on the inside.
Some of us have it a lot on the outside.
So
but
just
that's-
layers and layers of it.
Yeah, in spades.
I love it. All right.
Go ahead and roll 4 dice.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be obstacle 3. Let's see what happens.
Okay. 3 success.
Right, I'd say you succeed. Go ahead and mark another. Oh, go ahead and mark a pass on your lore mouse.
You mean on
And if you don't have it, just go ahead and mark a pass anyways, but don't put like a positive number in front of it because you're still learning it.
Okay, because I don't have lore mouse yet, so I'm adding.
Yeah, you'd add it as one of your skills.
Okay.
Yeah. And
No
you
number.
you added it as 0, and then you just put a check in the one of the P boxes.
There you go.
That's it. That's what it is.
Sweet. Thanks.
What it
A new
is.
follower.
And he shoots up, suddenly aware as you are.
That was a good story.
Yeah. As Junie regales some guard legends that she heard while she was making her way towards being this tender paw. I believe all of you at this point are realizing, well, the day is ending. What do we want to do next? And there's one last check, and it belongs to Quinn.
What, sir? What, sir? What?
You have one check for the player's turn to do whatever you want. You could use it tomorrow, even if you guys would rather sober up for tomorrow.
I go over to Brienne.
Again.
I go over to Brienne, and I just look her in the eye, and I just say, "Hey, you know, okay." Because I'm and it's very much we good?
Just kiss her already.
And I just kind of touch.
You
I
get
put my hand on just gently like that, and,
on her
like,
face.
just
Just like,
say-
right, yeah.
and I just say good night, and then I grab anything that I have and I use it as a pillow, and I lay down on the bar.
Okay.
Thomas just sort of looks at this. It's between you two.
Man,
He's new.
A new
my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. It's just too much. And with that, Brienne gets up and everything just jiggles. She makes her way where they've been provided lodgings for the night. She got a big old donk back there, so
So, I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till the morning, and then go find Mr. Bailey, because someone can't hold the liquor.
I got a ring.
So here's what I'll do. I have perhaps one last thing that we can do this session with. And then I think we'll go ahead and do rewards after that. When morning comes, you guys all are gathered by Marie after you're all open-eyed and you have some breakfast. This time it's sort of like a grilled salmon that has been picked from a nearby stream, and they sort of make sure you guys are fed, that you're all good, and then Marie grabs all of you and says, well, he lives right down shore here, and she starts guiding you along until you get to this one part of the coast where the rocks are deviously close to the roaring waves, and some of you do notice that there's little crabs just skittering along the ground. They're the size of your paw as they sort of walk across. They don't bother you though. You do see that she is pointing up to that large cluster of rocks at the very top and says he's wedged up right in there. It's gonna be rough. She starts to climb up.
This is going to be a tough one. This might be one of the most difficult challenges I faced in my years of the guard.
Okay. Can I...
You?
Because I have the rational skill. Can I possibly see that maybe climbing up the rocks is not the best way? Maybe we could just go around, like, you know, a cliff thing and come up behind it, or...
You can. The trick with that is then how are you going to get into that little, like, it's sort of like there's a big rock on top that sort of like juts out and shelters the stuff that's between the bottom rocks that are sort of like layered in. You can do that. I figure, but
down.
To be taking like the straight mouse approach. She's not thinking too hard about this. But you totally can.
Yeah, I'm a Pathfinder, so finding the safest and the most expeditious way there, that's my game. So if you think Pathfinder skill is all up on that, then, you know.
I don't think it would even take a roll. It just sounds like you're sort of using your character's traits in their.
I got 4 points in Pathfinder, man. I'm all in it.
Whether the rest of you follow him or not is really up to you, because evenally all of you are going. Suddenly, stairs apparate.
Because climbing, scurrying up some rocks, all that's not Brienne at all. Brienne does a lot of things, but rock climbing, she ain't no hipster. She ain't gonna climb no rocks out here.
We'll say it's slow going, but he's like basically he's taking like chunks of rock, like stones, and kind of pushing them so to create like sort of a stepped incline that they can walk up rather than just having to climb straight up the cliff.
You sort of are able to do this in this strange fashion, and the sight within this cramped space in these rocks is it's a little strange because it's completely dark save for the lamp that is like burning very slowly, and you see that it's a low glow as though it's like on the very precipice of its finish. The wax sort of like filling up the basin of it, and you notice that there's a shack built in here, but you don't see, at least from the window that's sort of like mucked with salt and grime of the ocean breeze and foam that blows in here, you don't really see anything inside. But there is a door.
I knock.
You knock.
Loudly.
Knock loudly.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you do everything else.
The only sound you hear is the ocean roaring behind you.
Try the handle. Is it locked?
It's not.
I open it.
The door opens, and inside is a small homestead. The furniture inside is haphazardly constructed, and it only provides the basest of comforts. There's a table, there's a chair, there's a bigger chair, and then there's a bed. You also see that there's a small stove nearby. And among the shelving off to the side, almost like a dedicated area, is several scrolls. And on the table is a single scroll, sort of half finished. It's not exactly done, but it looks like a map of some sort.
Does it look like anyone has been here in a while?
The only sign that someone has been in here is the lamp that is currently lit, but is clearly almost out. It was probably running all night. You also notice that the ink that was sitting on the table has spilled over and is now drying, or has dried on the map. Just covering this side of the map.
So
Other than the inkwell turned over, is there any other sign of like struggle or anything?
yeah.
Besides the inkwell, no.
Alright. So 2 things. One, I got my wolf's nose, so I can, if there's anything out of place here, like I can pick out, I'm sure, like old food and junk, mouse smells, but if there's anything that seems out of place, like another animal or anything like that, I would assume I would probably pick up on that. And 2, I am an archivist, so I've copied many manuscripts and maps before in my day. Do I notice anything interesting about this particular map?
What I'll need from the sounds of it is an archivist check, and then maybe a hunter's check or a lore mouse check.
Okay.
These are pretty difficult though, so I think you'll have to divvy up some of these tasks.
Yeah, I assume I'm the only one with archivist, but anyone else can sort of weigh
You could
in.
also use
What?
if anybody has cartographer, you could use that as well.
Yes, I actually have. I mean, it's 2, but I mean that's what I'm willing to offer there. That's what I can offer. So, yeah, I'd
True.
love to help.
So you could do the archivist check, and he could do the hunter check.
Okay, as long as if anyone has a better cartographer check than that, though.
No, that's a skill you'd have to take specifically.
All right, so let's do the cartographer first. Do you
Okay,
want to use
so
any
that's-
traits?
Can I be a very, very clever cartographer?
I think yes.
Okay.
Do you can you get any helping dice from this? Scientist can help, I think.
I am
Okay.
I am a lore mouse. I'm also a hunter and a pathfinder. So
I'm a scientist. I can help with the scientist part.
Okay, awesome.
So does Brienne Thimble Bucket want to help?
The only thing I've got that might help is survivalist, but I'm not sure that would apply here.
I don't believe so.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
you're getting 2 helping dice plus your trait clever. Go ahead and roll me a cartographer check, obstacle 4, because
Obstacle
this
4.
thing, yeah.
Okay.
also
And-
remember you have 2 dice that you can. Oh, you have dice you can add if you want from.
I think
Yes.
I'm gonna add one of those dice.
I also have one thing to note. Now, you wouldn't know this because this is your first time, but you have a persona point. Persona points can be used to tap your nature. And when you say tap your nature, that means you add your entire nature to your roll. What is your nature?
That 5.
5. Do you want to tap your nature for this?
Is this like a once in a lifetime kind of tapping, or is this a repetitive?
It only costs
tapping.
1 persona point that you can earn back at the end of a session.
Yeah, I
But-
think I'll go with that because it seems kind of important.
All right, then what I want you to do next is take your nature down by 1
You follow.
on your
Okay.
character sheet, because this is not a mouse thing that you are using right now.
Okay, so that brings it to 9, right?
Exactly, and I need 4 successes.
Ha! Okay, so before I roll this, I just want to say, you guys are great. I hope this doesn't fail. Okay, roll, go.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh
Wow.
no, you rolled. You rolled. What?
How did you get an 8?
Oh, because you
It says
because you explode because the exclamation point means
Oh.
exploding.
Wait, what happened? I exploded?
No, so an exploding dice is when you roll
1,
maximum on a
2,
die, it'll re-roll it.
Oh no! You
What
only
happened?
got 3 successes. Do you want to? Now, I believe you have a thing that can re-roll a.
I used
He
the
used it.
reroll. I used it.
Oh no! Oh, but one of your things is a 6. By the way, you have 2 6s,
Yeah.
so you can
Oh.
use a fate point. Fate
Oh,
points
yeah.
can re-roll 6s.
I would like to do that.
All right, so re-roll to the 2 6s, and let's see if you can get one
So-
more.
So just
So you-
just reroll 2 then, right?
Just
Two,
re-roll
yeah.
2.
Why?
Oh my god!
Why is life like this? Go.
Just 1, just barely.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
This is just-
Um,
Askren, go ahead and get all the dice you need for your next check.
Okay, so I am doing archivist, right? Or which one did you want?
You're trying to find a scent.
Oh, in that case, would hunter or what would you want? Hunter, scout, or
Hunter or lore mouse?
I'll take my hunter because it's slightly better.
Okay.
And then I have Wolf Snout, which is definitely a trait that is applicable here.
Is that charged?
No, I have not been charged.
Have you used it?
I have not used it yet.
Okay, then you can use it. Any helping dice?
I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm sniffing. I'm on the sniff game.
I don't think I have anything that can help.
What are examples of things that can help as someone who's pretty new to this
Probably
whole
like
thing?
Lore Mouse, Hunter. It's
Uh,
more because he's trying to find a scent. That's hard.
Can I help? Can I pathfinding? Use Pathfinder to help him pathfind his way to a scent?
You're like moving things out of his way while he's distracted.
Yeah,
He's the guy that sweeps in front of a curler.
You have
that's
scout,
that's
right?
what I'm doing. I do
You
have scout.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna say you can help with scout.
All right.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and I gotta pass with scout. Does that add anything to it? or-
Oh,
no, you
no,
should have put a check in your thing. In your.
Okay, I'll add that there. Oh, okay. That's what P and F means. I get it
Yes.
now. I'm
Okay.
on board.
So I've got my from my hunter. I've got 3. I've got 1 helper, and I'm gonna burn one of my donation dice. That makes it 5. And then I
Okay.
have 1 for my trait, so that's 6.
This is obstacle 4 because this whole region is filled with salt.
Oh,
it's-
Even though
oh,
I'm
the salt.
even though I'm
Yes.
now learning to be a lore mouse, can I help him with it? It has a 0, but I don't think it.
Fortunately, not until you
Yeah.
learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
you can just watch and take notes.
Okay. 66 greater than 4. Let's do it. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
Success.
I'm not very good, guys. I'm just
Unfortunately, I do not allow post-roll tapping nature, so you're going to fail. Now, I could invoke a condition and just do that, but I'm going to invoke a twist. Something is going to complicate what has happened here, and it is going to be evident. First, Quinn, you lean over onto this table, sort of inspecting the map, and it's hard to make out. It's almost as though this map was in the process of being worked, and then he accidentally spilled the inkwell. You notice that a lot of these scrolls, they would not survive long, considering how close they are to the ocean. Like, the salt is like eating away at it over time. Just looking at the other maps already shows that they're kind of already degraded a little bit, almost like petrified. And you look down at this map and you sort of rub your temple like, where is this? Where is this in terms of like the territories? And you get the idea that somewhere he was drawing what looked like a spring,
A new foray.
like some sort of pond, a big one. And it must be west of here, because there aren't any documented bodies of water this close. So it has to be in the wild. And then you notice that the map has like a key, not like a key, but like a key for like
A map key, yeah.
yeah. You notice that there's different symbols, and one of them is sort of like a head with some points and some fangs. Looks like, and it says next to it wolf. And you
that.
see-
Yeah, that's gonna, as soon as Tynan sees that, like, he's gonna kind of, you see him almost visibly like take a step back, and he looks like really intently down at this map. He says, "Not good, not good."
You see that there are 5 wolf signs west of the spring. One of them near the edge. You see there's another sign. This one you don't really recognize. It's sort of like a ball with like scribbles on it, and it says next to it hedgehog. And you notice that there's also like lines. There's like 2 hedgehog symbols on this map with different lines. You sort of think, okay, these are tunnels that he must have gone down into or maybe inspected. And then you see a sword, more like a scimitar. It says weasels. And it's shows about 3 tightly together around the north side of this spring. And then it has this symbol of something else. It is a star. But then the ink well fell. It spilled over it. You can't see what else is on this map. You don't know what the star means. There are other symbols strewn about this spring, but you don't understand what they mean or what they could be about. Askren, it becomes clear. It's hard for the others to pick this up, but as you sort of realize this, Quinn, your nostrils sort of like flare, and you sort of turn towards the stove or something. And Tynan, you've also been sort of like drawn there. It's sort of like been this scent, this scent that just drives your senses riddled with fear. It's the scent of a ferret and a weasel
nearby.
Yes.
Or that have been in this building.
In this very room. And it's faint. It's clearly been here. You also get the scent of a mouse, but you look and you inspect behind this stove, and you see that there's another set of crumpled maps tucked behind it. And as you open them, you're filled with dread instantly, because they are maps of tunnels. Layers and layers of tunnels. And at the head of both of these maps, they sort of stack onto each other, is a single word that makes all of you feel tense. And the word, the place, is Darkhaven, the home of Rampal, the Weasel King, who was driven out after the Winter War of 1149. And these maps are dated Winter 1152. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh shit. We
Oh
got
my gosh.
we got weasels, guys. We got wolves and weasels. Let me tell you something, by the way.
An espionage.
Clams,
Oh, man.
salty clams. That's what you come here for. You come here. You come for the weasels, but you stay for the salty clams. Welcome to this stream, guys. Welcome to Exploding Dice.
Wow.
Oh lord.
Thank you. But worst of all, there are hedgehogs.
Yeah.
There's one. Hey.
We must go among them. She will be our emissary.
They're
It'll be like
gonna love me.
it's gonna be like
Are
that
they?
scene Shaun
Wait,
of
hold
the
on.
Dead where they have to be zombies. They have to pretend to be zombies.
Are they gonna love it, or is it gonna be like you wearing like really
Black.
offensive? Yeah, like
Oh my god, you're appropriating hedgehog culture. What the fuck? Holy shit.
hedgehog face.
Oh my god.
Oh no. How can I account for this?
Oh, but
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
There you go.
but anyway,
Then.
that is going to be the end of our session, but don't go anywhere, guys, because we still have experience points to give out and all that good stuff, followed by a whole ton of other stuff. Man, that cliffhanger, though. So, walk us through how we are going to do rewards at the end of the session, because I've never done this before.
So the joy of Mouse Guard is that it really, at the end of the session, you look over everything that happened, and you say, gosh darn, that was fun. I want stuff for how hard I worked. And I'm going to give it to you. But
yeah.
you had to do certain things. So let's go ahead and say, let's start with fate points. Go ahead and go to the top of your character sheet. Look at the fate points. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to get a fate point if...
Can I ask you how many fate points we supposed to start with? Because I didn't
One.
have any on the quiz.
Only one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And persona points too. So if you use them, you might get some back at this
So
point.
the percent of
So
point
we
is
start
2
with
or
one.
1?
No, one.
Uno.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know if that was a
Okay, so I'm down to
TWO
Yeah.
or TOO. It's okay.
Alright. So if your character acted on your belief, if you were able to encapsulate your belief in your character's actions, you get a fate point.
I don't think so. I don't think that happened.
Arguably?
Arguably?
I'm gonna say yes.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. So this is unfortunately a yes or no, Quinn. Your belief is there's always more than one way to solve a problem.
I don't. I mean, I guess
He
if
did
you
give us
count-
the umbrella in case we were gonna fall.
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, you did give them the umbrella.
It's the hangover that made me forget about that. That's right.
Yeah. I will let this up to you for. Did because the only thing I can think of would using like the tunnels to escape the birds. The bird count as acting, taking responsibility that comes with knowledge.
I think so, because you are a pathfinder and you sort of did realize, this bird is big news. So you did sort of like dart and use that knowledge to your advantage. I would say yes.
Okay. Now
then, for another fate point, if you acted on your instinct, you will receive that.
I did not write down many details because
That's-
I was very busy today,
Oh.
and I did not write down a lot of notes.
I didn't get
This
to
is
use
fine.
my instinct this
I-
time.
This is the good thing about the first session, because these two questions, did you do your belief, did you do your instinct, really cements the fact of, okay, how can I improve these instincts and how can I improve this character's belief? This is the great thing about a first session, is that we realize, well, we played these characters, we know more about them now. So now, next session, I can have a new belief or a new instinct, and it'll be even better.
Nice.
So
Yep.
I like
that's
that.
one way. But we are done with fate points. Would you like to get some persona points?
No, I don't think so.
So, if you are able to accomplish your goal, you get a persona point. So tell me really quick, did you accomplish your goal?
Fuck no.
What was your goal?
I half did.
My goal was to make safe our contact in I put Elmwood, but I meant the other town, and ensure the safety of the scent border. Neither of which we did.
And that's a loaded goal.
My
I
goal
feel
was
like
to deliver the letter successfully and have a victory pint to celebrate.
congratulations.
You had the victory pint before.
But did we actually
you-
deliver the
No,
letter yet?
because
No.
the letter's
This
supposed
is
to go to
Yeah.
missing dude.
Yeah.
But that's a
Yes,
50%.
but-
That's a 50% success.
But here's the
rate.
thing:
That's fine.
you did get to the location where you were supposed to deliver it, so I think, and you got a victory pint. Preliminary, but I think the
Other way
order
around.
is, I think you get a persona point because of that. Well,
Yay!
Okay.
what about yours? You said you kind of half did it.
Oh,
what's
I said to learn more about her new mentor, collect herbs on the way, and to help anybody who is in need.
Congrats, you did all of those.
I kind of learned more about my mentor. I also half paid attention.
I still
I
think
half gave a shit.
Just like school.
it's true. And Quinn, how about yourself?
Mine was to overcome bullying, but I think I overcorrected and then became a bully, but then I got drunk and fell asleep on a bar. So I think that's worth at least 7 persona points. Right?
You were a bully.
Right, guys?
Does it? Wait, hold on. But becoming a bully does count as overcoming being bullied, right?
You know what? I normally wouldn't agree with you, but I do want a persona point. So
If you can't beat him, join him. So
yeah.
I mean, boy,
For
I'm
the
gonna
record,
give it a
I never
tentative-
bullied anybody. I was a nice person.
What?
I'm gonna.
You were a nice person, but you were a terrible mouse.
I accidentally sat on
That's the
someone.
point.
I'm
She's the
sorry.
hedgehog.
It happened.
Oh,
There's a
nice.
lot back there, and it's hard to control.
I think I still
I'm
have
gonna
that burr
say,
stuck on me.
Quinn, you can go ahead and get a persona point because you.
Yes.
I can give it
Yes. That's
Now, here's the
69
next
persona
thing.
points.
You would get a persona point if you played against your belief. That's up to you, though.
Well, I mean, I didn't really accomplish any of the things that I wanted to do, so that is, I would say that plays against my belief.
It's more like, did you create drama by playing against your belief?
Oh, there was definitely some drama involved. I will say.
It's more of a romantic drama than.
Very one-sided, please.
Very one-sided romantic drama.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
I love
I'm gonna say
Quit touching my face, drunkie.
You don't
it. He's a
even-
face toucher. What do you?
Yeah, some people are face huggers. I'm just a face toucher.
I have next the 3 funnest rewards, and then we'll call it a night. So first, and this is gonna be fun. Who is the most valuable player?
A new follower.
Most
I
valuable.
think we all failed really
I
spectacularly.
think Askren was pretty valuable. I mean, he helped
I was a great
pathfind.
counterweight, though. No one else could have counted.
He helped pathfind.
Literally, no one else could have done to accomplish what
Read
you
the
did.
map.
No, you did. You
were the only one of your size.
you were the best at sitting down that anyone
You
could have
did a
possibly
great
been.
Sit down.
It was with style and panache.
I also think that now, to be fair, I'm gonna have you guys think about that, but I'm gonna tell you the other reward. The one that comes after this is the Workhorse Award, and this is for the mouse who either rolled the most or had the right skill at the right time to sort of keep the session going, keep the mission on top of things. So just think, which mouse performed that dire roll that you really needed, and which mouse did a lot of heavy lifting for you?
I was gonna say it might have been Quinn, except he failed all the rolls.
So did I.
Maybe, yeah.
So he definitely
Now,
didn't.
I think who rolled against the Shrike to sort of hide from the Shrike?
That was me.
That was-
Okay, I
yeah.
think that deserves MVP because otherwise you guys would have had a conflict.
Oh, we would have
Yeah.
gotten bird fucked.
Yeah. That's not the romance. We
So
want
I
in
think
this.
it's okay if Askren gets MVP,
Okay.
and then for Workhorse we could either do.
No, I vote Thimble Bucket. She took it on.
I was the only one who remembered the crazy hermit.
Yeah,
But wasn't there something involving the miller, the baker, or the smith?
they're the people that founded the
that
town.
started the
But
town.
they're,
Yeah.
they're
Okay,
actually
okay.
secretly veterans, I think.
Okay.
They're secretly veterans of the Winter War. They're technically guards mice.
Okay.
But beyond that, I think if Askren gets the MVP and
Is there
Roscoe gets the course,
is there an award for like best topology?
that's coming up
Um,
actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
good. I'll wait. I'll be patient.
Here,
then,
okay,
sorry.
we're actually gonna get to that. So make sure you guys are adding up your persona points and fate points,
Mhm.
because the next one is very important.
Those give a persona point.
Yes, they do.
Done.
Only
Sweet.
Now then, this is the most important one, and I need you guys to take this seriously. You get a persona point if you were able to roleplay this session. If
I
you
think
were
the
able
drunkie
to,
definitely roleplayed
Oh yeah.
the shit out of session.
so this is sort of just the free persona point that I love to give my players because you guys.
Oh, we all get it?
Yeah, everybody gets it. You guys knocked it out of the park.
yeah.
I'm very
Sweet.
impressed.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah. It was a little. My goodness, what a patrol this is. But, I mean, after that embodiment award for everybody, that's all I have for you at this moment. At this point, what do you guys think of this system and of this world and of your characters? What could I possibly do better? Is sort of like what we start talking about after that.
It was great. I had fun.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. This is
That's
it was
all
definitely
about
like it was a lot of
Absolutely.
like fun. It was very as someone who's very new to this. This was a lot of fun. I was definitely a little terrified of going into this, but it was a lot of fun. It was you guys were very helpful. Everyone was very good. I had a great time. I had a great fucking time.
I just
So
want to
thank you
get.
guys.
Can we get some clap and chat for 4 at his storytelling? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
man.
my God,
Really good.
yes.
So-
really good.
storytelling and hair.
Yeah. Oh man. So
I will
since,
take the hair. I will shy away from.
oh man. So since that is all 4 has for us, why don't we go ahead and wind things towards the end, which means we're gonna go around, get everyone to tell us a little bit about themselves, you know, some quick hooks and plugs, where people can find you on the internet, and also just a real quick, like what you guys think of the game and the story and all that so far. And we'll start. We went in clockwise order, so why don't we go in reverse clockwise order from me, and we'll start with Leslie right over here.
Okay. Okay, I'm Simply Jackson or Leslie. I am a variety broadcaster, started with creative. I do a bunch of junk. I run a talk show on Saturdays called Ladies Night In. Come and see me if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. This is my first Mouse Guard campaign, probably my second ever tabletop RP roleplay campaign. But it's exciting and I'm enjoying it. So I hope to see you guys again next week. Yeah.
Absolutely. The links for everyone is going to be right there in chat. If I don't get it for you, you guys are more than welcome to put your Twitter, Twitch links, all that stuff in there. So because I might forget. Under her is Mr. Marcus.
Oh, hi.
Living up to his name.
Yeah, drunk like hey.
And romantic.
What was that? Yeah, I'm.
Oh,
yeah,
both.
was-
Yeah, we touched all the bases tonight.
Why do you think that's my name? I chose it very correctly. It's better than my old screen name, which is like something embarrassing that I'm not going to say on the internet because you can probably look at my fan fiction. But hey, my name is Drunkly Romantic. You can check me every Monday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I host a talk show. Tomorrow we're doing reacting to all the San Diego Comic-Con trailers. You can check that out. I just yell about movies. I like movies a lot. So, yeah, check it out. Or don't. I mean, do your fucking thing. I don't fucking do what you fucking do.
Oh, Lord.
Also, thank you to everyone, all of you lovely people. You guys are fucking fantastic. You made this a very comfortable place to be weird. So thank you for that.
The weird is welcome.
Oh, yeah. No, we get pretty weird here. And next to him, of course, we have... that.
Leanne Thimblebucket.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
That's the best voice you do, by the way.
No, I like the nerd voice from the other game.
Oh my gosh, from the first campaign.
She has developed significantly.
I felt like her voice needed to be huskier. Yeah. Hello, I'm that bronze girl. I am a late night variety caster, full time. I stream from about 11:30 p.m. if you believe that, Pacific Standard Time. It's for you East Coasters. Oh my God, right? Until about 8 or 9 in the morning. Play all kinds of games, usually story-driven games. I'm also a comic book enthusiast and a role-play enthusiast. I'm bringing a couple of new comic book shows to my channel very soon, and I'll also be bringing some pen and paper RPGs to my channel. But if you're curious with the other stuff I've GM'd, look on YouTube. It's going to be with Hyper RPG because that's who I was working with before. So I've GM'd a few sessions, including one of them we're bringing back. One of them was an 80s themed RPG called The Outcrowd.
So
that one, Outcrowd, was fantastic. That was
was good.
That was seriously the best. Some of the best content I've ever seen online.
Coming back. It's coming back. So with the same people, I'm really excited. Yeah, that's me.
Absolutely. Well, make sure.
# support thick mice.
Yeah. Thick mice. That's
girls, thick mice.
If we have any fan artists in the house, you know what to send. Oh man, well go check all these people out, and of course, last but certainly not, I'm gonna do myself last. So second to last, penultimate, but number one in the hair department. Man, who are you? What do you get up to, and what do you think about this campaign so far?
Gracious. Well, I am 4, and I think this campaign has a lot of fun potential. I'm really looking forward to where it goes, particularly where all of you go. This is probably the most intense patrol I've ever run. I've played this game legitimately probably since my early teens, and no, not early teens, but like early adulthood. Yeah. It's just, that's how connected I am to it. It taught me everything I know about role-playing games. It taught me a lot of stuff about like my best friends and who I am. But who am I? What? Who am I? I am 4. You can find me on the forefront. On the forefront? What do you do there? Why, I do plenty of fun things, including pen and paper RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, and even Mouse Guard. You want more Mouse Guard? I've got plenty for you. Tuesdays and Thursdays is an open Mouse Guard session, basically to anyone who wants to play, because what I really wanted to do was bring Mouse Guard to everybody I possibly could after I told Askren what a great game it was and how we should really play it. I mean, and basically you just have to go to my channel, just join the Discord there. We can talk about it, talk about what sort of character you want to play. I really love teaching this game to anyone who wants to learn. And not only that, it's called the Eastern Marches, which is a play on words with the Western Marches, which is what sort of campaign it is. You just explore this world, and that's what I really love, is you get to explore it. But I do run Out of the Abyss, no party mode on Fridays. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's just sort of my own twist on Out of the Abyss, where I noticed that the NPCs there were really cool and interesting, and I really wanted more of them. But I didn't get more of them except for the splash that I was given on their pages. So I decided, let's make them player characters. And that's basically what happened. We have all of our players playing these wonderful NPCs with extended backstories, and it is legitimately going mad crazy if you know what Out of the Abyss is like. But on Sundays, that's right, Sundays, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I run the Festival of Colors, which is a homebrew D&D campaign of mine, and we just killed the Slad that had been wrecking things in this town before a big art festival. But they're plenty more evil to take down in the little town we're in, so by all means, check us out if you have something to do on Sundays. But that's me. I'm done. I talked so long. I'm so sorry.
No.
Absolutely, all good. All of these fantastic people, their Twitch links should be in chat. Go give them all a follow, show them some love when they're not here streaming. With this game, they are doing some amazing content. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, by the way, welcome to Exploding Dice. It is my channel, and hopefully your new home for all kinds of role-playing content. My name is Askren, by the way. You can find me on Twitter, at Askren. That's your headquarters for everything that has to do with Exploding Dice. If you enjoyed the show, please hit that follow button like all of those awesome people today did. And if you really, really enjoyed the show, well, you can always consider hitting that subscribe button either here or on GameWisp. You get all kinds of cool stuff, some rewards that you can use in the game, Discord ranks, custom emotes, all that goodness. So what do we do here, man? Well, Sunday is officially the end of our streaming week. Monday, I do mini painting Mondays, and I'm doing some mouse guard with my friend Bubbernaut. Tuesday is my amazing and ton of fun talk show called Fuzzy Dice, where I bring on all kinds of cool guests and nerd celebrities and really, really great people like this one here. The Bronze Girl was there once. And it's a ton of fun. This past week, I hung out with the Glass Cannon podcast and Holly Conrad from Dice Camera Action on 2 separate days, and ton of fun. We're doing the Girls Guts Glory show coming by and hanging out this coming Tuesday. Also, Iron Gods, our sci-fi fantasy D&D adventure, comes back for its 2nd season on Wednesday, and then we are off Friday, or Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday we have our Open Legend horror campaign called Writhing Moon, which 4 is a player in, and it is crazy awesome, and you guys definitely do not want to miss it. It's gory, it's got mystery, it's got torture and all kinds of horrible eldritch creatures. It is great. So that, I think, is all of us. I don't have any other announcements other than that. If you want to get some cool stuff, check out our Discord. Check out the it's ! Discord right there, and you can keep up with all the stuff that happens here on Exploding Dice when we're not streaming. I think that is it. We are gonna, as always, end our show by sending the love on to someone else, but everyone that I follow is offline right now, and so it's... I didn't see what you were doing, so I thought it was the Charlie Brown adults talking.
Actually had a raid call, unlike you, Drunkly. I was actually a raid call.
Well, you know what? Just because I'm gifted doesn't mean you can just put down my kazoo. Like I am the. You are Salieri and I am Mozart. At least in the film. I'm gonna go over here.
So I think we're gonna go pass the love on to my friend Thoglor, who's streaming right now some D&D, I believe. I'm gonna drop the link in chat. I want you guys to swing over there, show them the Exploding Dice love, and let them know where you're coming from. So that is going to be it. Exclamation point raid the Thoglore. There it is, guys. While I'm doing this, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who came out to our first session. I hope you guys had fun, because I know I had a blast. This crew is amazing, and I am looking forward to many, many Mouse Guard adventures with all of you guys. Thank you to all of our followers. Huge thank you so much with the donation love today. You guys are amazing. All of that money, by the way, is helping this guy right here get out to TwitchCon, because it's expensive getting there from New York. But thank you guys so much. I hope we'll see you around. That is going to be it for us. Hit that raid link, and we will see you next time. But as always, have a good one, and don't let Dice Thulu get his tentacles on you, because he might get you really fat and then impaled by a bird. We'll see you next time, guys.
We say that every episode.
Take care, everyone. Bye, guys.